All right. I'm still not used to live streaming on my main channel, to be honest with you. Hold on, I gotta make sure everything's working. I think I got like a 45-second lag, or 30 to 45-second lag time. This is kind of an impromptu live here, but I think it's working. I think it's working. Okay. I think it's good, because I live streamed on my gaming channel a few days ago, and I didn't realize how loud the music was. It was like deafening to the ears. It was really bad. Also, I wanted to wear my little Christmas earrings, but it's an actual sensory nightmare. So it's actual tinsel. It feels like it's stabbing me violently in the neck, and I can't do it. Maybe towards the end of the stream, but not right now. It feels horrible. It feels like there's a bunch of piranhas licking my neck. It's not great. It's not great at all. Wait, can you see? Wait. Oh God. Directions. There he is. Look at him. Wait. There he is. He's getting annoyed by me talking already. I don't know why I just woke up today and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream. I do have some things I want to. No, don't say it. I was gonna do that. That song with that one lady. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. So, words. Yep, I'm still not used to live streaming on here. Live streaming on my gaming channel is easy because I can just play a game or whatever, and now I'm just like, hello. You know, it's a little bit awkward. I'm not used to yapping for this long. I just kind of sit silently in situations. Anyway, I was like scrolling through TikTok this morning. Like, I wake up at like 6 a.m. every morning for some reason. I don't intentionally do that, but that's just how it is. So I woke up at 6 a.m. and color me surprised. Is that how you use that? I don't know. But I woke up and I was scrolling through and I saw like rest in peace Lamar Wilson, and I was like, are we serious? I thought it was a joke, like a really morbid joke. Come to find out it's not. And Lamar passed away in November. I genuinely, most of the time when you hear people, you don't really like know of them that much, because there's so many people online doing everything. So there's like, I don't even know how many hundreds of millions of uploads get uploaded every day to YouTube. So sometimes you hear people and you're just like, oh, that's sad, but you know, I don't really know them, so I feel bad, but you know, it doesn't really affect you emotionally in that way. I didn't directly watch Lamar's channel, right? But that was, I cried. I'm going to be honest with you. I did. It was really, really sad. There's only one other YouTuber whose passing did make me cry, and that was Pretty Pastel Please. Was it last year or earlier this year? That was horrible. I was like, oh my God. I mean, Lamar's was due to, you know, mental health reasons and self-deletion, but hers was, she had like a heart condition, and I think like 15 minutes after she had turned off her live stream because she said she wasn't feeling well, she like died. And I was like, oh my gosh, this year's just horrible. Everybody's dying. I don't appreciate it at all. It's so horrific. And you wouldn't even know that like Lamar had like mental health issues based off of like how he presented himself to the internet. And that's the scariest thing about depression, is that you don't know when people are depressed. You know, it's very sad. I know what that feels like a lot, because, you know, you would know that like people who are like smiling all the time, laughing all the time are depressed, but we keep it hidden really well. Really, really, really well. Okay. It's not great, but you manage. I'm scared about going on any kind of medication though, because I heard that like it just completely numbs you out. Like one of my friends was on a medication, not for depression, but for something else. And she said it just made her feel completely like numb. Like she couldn't feel anything. I don't want to do that. I may be sad, but I'm still like a giggly, laughy person. I don't want to experience that, you know? So I felt so bad. And I heard that like Dashi was offering to like pay for all of his funeral expenses, because they were like really close, and to help with his elderly family members. And I was like, it's heart-wrenching, you know what I mean? It's so sad. That's the second time I've ever cried. No, I think I cried for Technoblade too when I found out that he passed. They're all different situations, but it's still just that wrecked me this morning. I was like, it's 6 a.m. and I'm already crying. I don't know if there's any kind of like fund for him for his funeral. If there was, I would link it, but it's just so sad. Just so sad. Completely just unaware of like what's going on. Anyway, getting off of heavy topics. I'm kind of like in like a weird like loop thing for like videos and stuff, because there's like videos that I want to do that I like have in motion, but it's going to take a month to film. Cause like, I know that like a lot of my channel stuff is based off of like makeup and hair and stuff, but like I don't want to be put into that box, you know. I want to be like the people who can just do whatever they want and post whatever they want. You know, if I want to do something random, I just want to be able to do that. And like my favorite like videos on YouTube are people not stuck to a certain niche. You know what I mean? Because that's the first thing that they tell you when they're like, oh, you want to build a YouTube channel, just get a niche. And I'm like, but I don't want to do that. I have that ADHD thing where it's like you pick up everything and you have like 50 different hobbies. Like I have a trumpet, for fuck's sake. Like when am I ever going to play a trumpet? I'm not. But I was like, ooh, I could do that. Did I buy anything else for it? No. Did I buy any kind of like guide to it? No. I don't know what I'm doing. I just have a trumpet now. It's everything is impulsive. But you know what? We're going to do it. I have those things and I need to do it. Like you can see my pink keyboard down there. Wait, right there. Do I know how to play a keyboard? No. Well, actually I did take keyboard lessons when I was like 6, but like, I don't know. I get these things in my head that I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to learn this thing and I'm going to stick with it. And I'm like, I just don't do it. To be fair, I did lose my book. I was learning with a book and then I lost it in the move. So it's just gone into the ether forever, which, you know, is my excuse. That's my excuse and I'm going to stick to it. Excuse you. Don't be rude. But I have so many video ideas of things that I want to do that's so different from like what I normally post. And so I'm like, is anybody going to watch it? Like my last video, it's very different from what I normally post. And I'm going to keep it $150 with you. The only reason why it did so well is because I paid $50 for YouTube advertising. Cause I was like, you know what? No, I worked hard on this video. I deserve a little bit of attention on it. Cause I'm kind of proud of this. So well, yeah, I paid $50 for YouTube to push my video out. None of which, by the way, I get any money from. I'm not making any money off of YouTube at all. I'm not monetized yet or anything, which is a little sad, but I can't really blame anybody else but myself because I've been so inconsistent, you know? So it's like, but I feel like I really beat myself up about being inconsistent for the longest time, because it does suck, because I do want to do things, but it's also just like I don't really know how, if that makes sense. Well, it's not that I don't know how, it's that I struggle with doing it. And now that I have certain diagnoses and are seeking out other diagnoses. Now I'm just like, oh, I get it now. Like, I don't feel like it's like my, I guess, like, fault. I don't know. It feels weird. I don't know. I understand why I do the things I do now, and I know that I'm not like just lazy or whatever, which is what I was telling myself my entire life, because a lot of this stuff I didn't even know existed. Like, I didn't even know about ADHD until I was like, I don't even know, in my teens maybe. And you have all of these like misconceptions about like ADHD and autism things, and you think to yourself like, oh well, unless it was the way it was presented, at least when I was growing up, was you don't really have autism unless it's severe. And the whole like, oh well, ADHD is predominant in in boys, and like girls don't have it, and learning like, no, actually we do. Because like, what was it, like 2013, you couldn't get diagnosed with ADHD and autism at the same time? Hello. So weird. You either had one or the other is basically what they were saying. And so I have my autism diagnosis now, and I'm looking into getting an ADHD diagnosis because like I knew I had that one. The autism one, I was kind of like, I don't know. I fit all of the criteria for it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being dramatic. But no, got diagnosed. So my ADHD one, I'm looking into getting. Why is that one so much cheaper, by the way? My autism diagnosis was $950 to see the psychologist, and the ADHD one is like $200 or something. I was like, what the? I'm being scammed. I'm being scammed by the the private health industry. It's ridiculous, but it does help. Because now I can get certain accommodations for things if I need it. Because without a diagnosis, it sucks, but without a diagnosis, unless you can prove that you have it, you're not really going to get accommodations for anything. Now, I can get not a bunch, because people are going to be like, I have a 6-year-old nephew who has autism and you don't act like he does, so I don't think you really have it, which is like, maybe because I'm not a 6-year-old boy, Sandra. Maybe that's why. It's not how that works at all. But I do, like, when I was talking about like the difference of videos and stuff, that's one of the videos, like I don't want to say journey or whatever, but like my autism diagnosis process, like where I went, how I got it done, what the process is like. I'm only like, I have everything filmed. Like I got diagnosed in June. Okay. This has been on my computer for a long time, but I just don't know if I'm going to hello. I don't know if I would have put certain things into it. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of on the fence about going into like the diagnostic criteria, but then I'm like, that would take a really long time to go through. Not like super long, probably like 5 to 7 minutes, but that in terms of a video, that's a long time to sit and watch something. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like going back and forth about things that I want to include. I don't know if I want to go through like the differences between ADHD and autism, because they're not the same. And go through like the differences in the diagnostic criteria, or like I just don't know. There's so much information, and over the course of like the last few years, autism actually has become a hyperfixation for me, which is like so great, and it's like it just makes me so angry when I see all like the misinformation online that people talk about in their daily lives, and things that they don't understand about it, and just blatantly misconstrue on purpose about something that they've done no research on whatsoever. And then it's just like, oh, it's so frustrating, because it's like, no, that's not true at all. Actually, you're wrong. Which apparently is very common amongst autistic people, to be like, we're not trying to be argumentative, right? But it's just like, but why would you be comfortable with being so wrong? Why would you not just want to have the information and correct yourself? You know what I mean? It's just like, why be wrong when you could be right? So I just don't know how much stuff I want to put into it. It's already running 30 minutes, and I don't know if anybody's going to want to watch a 45-minute video. Also, there's certain parts in it where I'm like, I have a meltdown in it because of like certain like scheduling difficulties and stuff with my psychologist for my diagnosis. So it's like, I really don't know. There's so much that goes into autism, but is also attributed to greater neurodivergence, that I'm just like, I don't know if I want to put that in my autism diagnosis video or not. I don't want it to be an hour. I really don't, because nobody's going to watch that. Literally nobody. So I don't know. And then it's like, well, if I make a video about that, do I make a video about my ADHD diagnosis? But I feel like I already knew I had that for a long time. So it's like, I don't know, too many videos to make. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to do next year as well. Like, I really want to get my tongue split, and I'm definitely going to make a video about that. But it's just like, but money and travel and socialization, you know? And then, like, do I have to go back to the same person? Because there's nobody in my state who does that, at least as far as I know. So it's like, would I have to make another trip back to have them take the stitches out, or are they dissolvable stitches? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do more research on it, but I do really want my tongue split. But I'm also like, if I get my tongue split, can I keep my tongue bar, right? Can they do it like up to a little bit and then I can keep my tongue bar? Because I kind of want to keep my tongue bar. I like my tongue bar. It's really cute. I don't know. So many questions left unanswered. But I probably do need to go ahead and get my, but it's so expensive. Money. I'm so poor, guys. I'm so poor. So painfully poor. I don't know. I also want to know if I want to know what. I also don't know if I want to do a New Year's Eve video this year. I do normally do that. I think the last 2 years, like a live on New Year's to bring in the New Year's together, but I don't really know what I would do. Unless I would just sit here and talk, but I feel like that would be boring. I feel like we need to be doing something. I don't know. I have like a few words. Oh my God. I have a little bit to figure it out, but I don't know. I feel like we should be like, I can't bring you into my kitchen. My PC is not going in my kitchen, but like, I feel like my phone audio also isn't great. We'll figure it out when we get there. I don't know. See, I blocked off like a whole like hour to sit here, but I yap so much and I talk so fast that I feel like I'm going to go through everything in like 15 minutes. And then it's going to be like, we're just going to be sitting here like this. Should I be editing my gaming channel video right now? Yes. Do I want to do that right now? No, I do not. It's like an hour long and I need to like film other parts for it, but it's just like, but work is so hard for me. But why? I was looking into like, when I was on like my my dashboard, that's what you call it, for Streamlabs, which is what I used to stream, and they had something called like a charity event or something, and you could like link a charity or stream for a charity. I want to try to do that as well. I think that would be really cool. I didn't really see anything for like Palestine or Sudan on there though, so I'll have to like do a little bit more digging. They had like other good stuff like, the Trevor Project and like feeding kids and things like that, but it's just like I want to do all of the stuff, not just one or two. I also really like Mia Maple's video that she uploaded yesterday, where all of the proceeds go towards a charity, which I think is really cool. I would love to do that, but I'm not making any money, so it's like, what money would I be donating? I don't know. I have so many plans for this channel. I've been watching like a lot of like I'm kind of like, when people say that they listen to any kind of music, I'm like that, but I'm also like that with videos, where it doesn't matter what you post. If it's entertaining, I will watch it. So there's this new channel called All the Gear, I think, and they're British, and they just do a bunch of random stuff, and it's just like, that seems so cool. Like, they'll drive to a volcano, or they'll go to Iceland and like camp on top of their car, or they'll like go to like Little's or whatever and like go through like the dollar, I guess it's called Poundland, and they'll just go and like try to make camping setups and things, and it's just like, that's really fun, and I kind of want to do that too, but I self-isolate on purpose because of my autism. Because it's better to be alone than misunderstood. Every social interaction gives me anxiety, all of them. Family, friends, doesn't matter. They just all just like, it's just like, oh, I just can't. I have to prepare myself. Otherwise, it's just like, ugh. But I feel like filming it by myself would be so sad. It's so boring. So I'm like, I don't really know, And then I'm like, I would like to do videos about like my tattoos and things, like traveling and things, but it's just like I don't really know, or if that would like mess up my algorithm, you know. I don't know, there's too many things to think about. But off the topic of like YouTube stuff, because YouTube is also one of my hyperfixations. It was literally like in my diagnostic paperwork. It was so embarrassing too, because she was like, oh well, when she was going through everything, she was like, yes, and this is part of your wait, what words, hello. She was like, every time we went through like a diagnostic criteria, right? And she was like, and your rating reflected that, or your symptoms reflected that. And it was like almost everything. And I was like, oh no. But I do ramble on about it a lot, because that's what a hyperfixation is. It's abnormal in intensity is what it says in the criteria, because it is abnormal. You don't talk about these things every day, all day. That's not normal, so it's, yeah. But off topic of those things, recently, I want to say, I don't know, let me think. 2? No, it has to be longer. Maybe 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? Yeah, probably 3 weeks ago. 3 or 4 weeks ago at this point. I was putting the little like blind thingy up for my door in my living room, I guess. And I opened the thing, because it's one of those ones that you just kind of like push up, right? And I pushed it up. Come to find out, there's a cat outside. And I was wondering why my cat was acting so weird. This is Mark. Wait, wrong arm. Wait, wrong. Wait, boop. Boop, boop. I was wondering why my cat Marcus, why he was acting so weird lately, because he was doing this thing that they call like scent marking, which is where they like shake their tail and they try to like piss all over everything. And I was like, why is he doing that? I even brought that up with the vet when I had to get like all his stuff renewed, And I was like, I don't know why he's doing that. Come to find out, I swear they were not here like last year. Because this is my second year living in this apartment complex, and they were not here last year. I don't know if like one cat got pregnant and then they just went boom. But I was wondering why he was acting so weird, and I lift the blinds up, and there's just this chubby little cat just sitting on like my mat outside. And I was like, what? And normally my cat hates other cats. He's very territorial. He's a bully. Okay, frankly, he's a bully. And so like, I can't show you, but like he scratched up the screen over there, because I have 2 windows on that side. He scratched, like I normally like lift it up so you can like smell the birds and try to get the squirrels or whatever. They attacked each other, not this cat but a different cat, because there's like 3 or 4 I've seen, and he scratched it all up, and there's big holes in the screen now, and I'm not getting my security deposit back. But it's fine. So when I lifted up the blinds and I saw that cat, I was like, shoo, go away. My cat is a bully. He's not going to like you. But he just stayed there the entire time. And then my other cat came over, and he wasn't being my other cat, as if I have another cat. Marcus was being really reasonable. I don't know if that makes sense in terms of cats, but he was being really nice to him. Well, he was still like suspicious, like his eyes were wide and his tail was down, but he wasn't like hissing, which was a lot better than he normally is. So I went out there and I fed him, obviously, wet food, because like, hello, cat distribution system and all that. And so he ran away from me at first, but when I got down, like I squatted down, he came over to me and he was so friendly. And my auntie said that he was probably somebody's cat, but being the responsible person that I am, I got a microchip reader off Amazon, and I scanned all over it, like his head, the back of his neck, all the way down through his shoulder blades, all the way down to his butt. He doesn't have a microchip. And so we're thinking that maybe he was somebody's cat and then they moved and then just left him, which a lot of people do for some reason. And those people fuck you. You suck. That's horrible. Why would you do that? Like, you agreed to take this animal in. Now you're like, oh, but we're moving and I don't want him anymore. Throw him out. Like, jail. Immediate jail sentence. That's horrible. Why would you ever think to do that? But I've tried to approach some of the other cats. They're like, no, stay away from me, you filthy woman. I'm like, fine, whatever. I'm trying. So I fed him the first night and I thought I would never see him again. And then he came back the next night and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like trying to be like, oh, it's just whatever. But he came back every night and I was like, he's so cute. So I named him Gooby officially. His name is, well, his full name I have determined is Goobert Xavier and then my last name, but he's Gooby for short. So I don't think he is somebody's cat now, because why would somebody, right, leave their cat outside? Because I think it was like 17 degrees, but it said it felt like 2 degrees because it was rain, hailstorming / windy, and it was so cold that it felt like 2 degrees. And I was like, nobody would leave their cat in 2-degree weather. And he's come back every day. So I was like, is he mine? So when I did the microchip thing, I was like, yeah, he's just gonna be my cat now. So I've been slowly like introducing him to my cat. Not like, they haven't like met face to face yet. It's just through the screen door. And I've been doing like the scent swap thing in and out to try and like get them used to each other. Hello, bestie. Thank you. My hair actually grew back a lot faster than I thought it would. You know, it's still very blue. Like my hair it's permanently blue now. I'm never going back to any other color unless I chop my hair off again. I think it's permanent. There's no going back. But I don't know. I need like tips and tricks on introducing cats. I want to get a catio so that way they can like sniff each other through the gate. But it's just like, it's $200 and I'm ridiculously poor. So like, you know, I don't know. But he has been in my apartment. Gooby, the other cat, has been in my apartment a few times. Just like I put Marcus in a room, normally my room, and then I like just leave the door ajar, and then he comes in, he smells everything. He hasn't peed on anything yet, which is good, because I think the second night I went out to see him, he did pee on me. And I was like, why would you do this? Why? But he's really sweet and he loves pets. I haven't tried to pick him up yet because I'm not, you know, I don't want to like scare him off, but he eats everything I put out there for him. So I got him, there's a bed that my cat didn't use, I guess because it was too big or something. So I set that out there for him. When it was like 2 degrees, I got like some hot towels and put that out there for him. I got him one of those like cat houses that sit outside, like, you know, the waterproof heated ones or whatever, so you can like sit in that, which he did use the other night because it was raining really bad. And then I got like a water bowl food dish thing that comes together, you know, and he just puts his dirty little paws in there every day. And I'm just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But I think he enjoys everything. I've got him like a few like cheap toys and stuff, and he's like all about it. He's like, when I go out there with him, he's just running around and playing with leaves. He'll see like a leaf blow and he'll just run around and try to pounce on it and eat it. I have like some grow bags of stuff that like the absolute rudest squirrels imaginable just ruined. Like I was trying to grow like broccoli and stuff, and they ate them all. They demolished them. I had like one thing that started to grow and they ripped it out with their bare hands and they just ran off with it. And I was so upset. I spent like weeks propagating them and they were like, no, I will eat this now for the winter. Thank you very much. So I have to get like a greenhouse or something. But again, poor. But I've been feeding him, like I've been putting like dry food out there for him, and then like a can of wet food in the morning, just so he has like a variety. And then Marcus has been like so snooty about everything now. He's like, oh, I'm out of the doghouse now. I can just eat whatever I want. I'm not gonna eat this if you give it to me. So I got him like a big package of, what, you wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? I got him a big package of like those churro treat things, and he does not like them anymore. He loved them when he was little. He hates them now. He'll have like 2 mouthfuls and then make me waste the rest. So I got this big package thing, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to like donate this or something because he doesn't want them. Here comes Gooby, my little trash man, and he's obsessed with, like, when I try to like take it away so I can like lift it up so I can like push the rest up to the top, he like grinds his claws into my leg and is like, no, give it back. Like, he'll try to like bite the thing. He's so he's so aggressive about food, not in like a mean way, but he's just like, he loves everything about food. So I don't really know how to, because I have, my lease is up in October, which is good and bad because it's gonna be cold, but I'm really counting on like the springtime, so that way I can like, hopefully I can save up enough money through the springtime to be able to afford the catio so that they can like sniff. You know, I bought this cat calming spray stuff, but I don't really think it's working. You know, my cat, I think he's just trying to put him in his place. You know, he's very territorial. I think he's trying to be the alpha. I do think he was an alpha cat when he was out, because he has those chubby cheeks, you know, when they fight, you know. So I'm just, what do you do? He's rolling over and he's got his little chunky paws on the door like this. Do you want to go out or you want to stay here? I can't tell what he wants to do, but I'm very excited about having 2 cats, and I've been trying to go out there. I've been going out there every day that he's been out there, multiple like hours, just spending time with him and stuff. He gets so excited when he sees me, so I'm like, yes. So I'm trying to like get him integrated into being like a house cat. So like I said, I leave the door open and he comes in and he sniffs things. Sometimes he'll run back out, but it's just like, I've heard that's normal. So I'm just trying to like, I don't want to say groom because that sounds horrible, but you know, get him accustomed to being outside. I would love to have a big house and not live in an apartment, so he could have as much space as he wants, and I could have a catio, a really big one, in the yard. But you know, money. I don't make any money. I might have a job kind of coming up, because I was doing this whole like caretaking thing for my grandpa, but they like changed the rules on it, so it's like, oh, you're not getting paid. But I think we found a way to maybe have me start getting paid again, which would be great. And then I could start, you know, we could split up bills and things, and I would have free money to do a lot of other things. But we're still waiting on that. I think I need to call the lady back, actually, because she called me the other day. I was in a doctor's appointment though, so you know, they took my blood and everything, and I was like, I don't know how long I'm going to be on the phone, so I can't actually call her back. But they're doing like an ultrasound. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like swollen underneath my chin here. My doctor said those were my lymph nodes, and she said my lymph nodes were swollen. So I went Thursday to the doctor's appointment, so she took my blood and everything, and then on Tuesday I have to go back again, and she's going to review my blood results, and then she's going to do an ultrasound on my lymph nodes to figure out why they're swollen or to see anything else that's happening, which is great. My body's falling apart. You want to leave? Oh my goodness. Hold on, I gotta let my cat out. He demands freedom. He has been set free. Other than like those few things, there's really like nothing going on in my life at all. I self-isolate a lot, you know, but it is what it is, you know. You self-isolate because, you know, it's hard talking to people, even people that you like. Like, I have to prepare myself even for when my family comes over. I'm like, okay, this is the amount of time we're gonna spend, and this is what we're probably gonna talk about. But even then, I have to like get up and walk away, because I get like, if I force myself to sit there and just endure sounds harsh, but that's how it feels. Like, sit there and like engage in conversation nonstop, my social battery runs out really, really quickly, and then I just shut down for days. If I like do things in moderation, so I like sit down and talk for a little bit, then I'll get up and I'll walk somewhere else, or just walk around or go to the kitchen or something, and then I come back, I'm like a lot more engaged, you know what I mean? And it feels less stressful for me. Autism sucks, guys. Autism sucks balls. It's the worst. It's actually the worst. Struggling socially is not cool. I've heard a lot of people say that they felt like aliens growing up. Definitely, because I can't socialize properly. See, this is why I'm like, I don't know if I want to put it in my autism diagnosis video or not, because I want to like go through the diagnostic criteria for people who might be confused about it, you know? But I'm just like, it's going to take like 8 minutes of footage. I don't know. The main thing though is struggling socially. That's like the main part of the diagnostic criteria. So you could look it up, you know, and it's like you have to get all of A, 2 of B, C, D, and E, and that's what you need to get like a diagnosis, you know what I mean? But all of A is pretty much you struggle socially. You don't handle social cues very well. You don't have like back and forth conversation very well. Like, you know, all of the things. Autism diagnosis is basically like all your faults. So it's like deficit based. So you have to like suck at enough stuff to get diagnosed, which is like the worst. But you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, social media spirals and info overload definitely do, because we're so used to being like stimulated all the time, and it's just like it overloads your brain to where you're just like there's just so much stuff going on. I don't even know what to focus on or what to do or what to talk about. You're just like too many things. And then when you like, I've been trying to like get off my phone more. It's not working. It's not working at all, but I'm trying. And like I think with like Gooby and stuff, it is helping me, and it is nice because I'll just sit out there not on my phone and I'll just be present with him in the moment, and that's helping me a lot because I'll just scroll like you know, on Sundays when they give you like your media I don't even know what to call it. They're like, oh, this is how much time you spent on your phone this week or on social media this week. Mine for a while there was like 15 hours. That is so bad. That is so bad. Because like I need YouTube to fall asleep. I need like background noise and people talking or something to fall asleep to. So it was getting up there. It was real bad. I feel like I kind of want to make a video about that too, of like trying to like limit myself to, oh God, I don't even know. Social media addiction is real. It really is. I'm always on my phone, always. I don't even like watch like, and then if I'm not on my phone, I'm just watching YouTube on my TV. So it's like, you know, oh yes, send me text. This is one of the reasons why I want to get an ADHD diagnosis on top of my autism diagnosis as well, because I want to hang out with friends more, you know, and I just like, I have really, really bad, what do you call it? Object permanence, where it's like if somebody or something is not right in front of my face, I forget that it or they exist completely. And I just like, I'll just like, even like family members, I'll be driving on the highway and I'll forget everything else exists. The only thing that exists in my moment is me on the highway driving, and that is it. So it's like I don't want that, you know. So I hope that like maybe ADHD medication will have me be able to focus more and be able to like respond. I literally wrote it down in my what you call it, like New Year's resolutions, and I was like, I wrote it down like in my new planner that I'm going to see my friends at least like once a month consistently. I'm like, you're not gonna fuck this up. You're gonna do it, because like with not being there a lot of the times and like not being like present a lot of the time, I miss a lot of stuff, and I feel really bad about it because like I feel like I've been like a shit friend, you know, because I'm not there and I don't do a lot of things and I don't communicate the way that I should. So I'm like, I want to get on some meds to help me focus so I can be present with my friends in the moment, and, you know, be present for you guys and be able to like upload more and engage with you more, which is what I'm trying to do now, even though I'm not on medication yet, you know? So that's what I'm going to do, you know? It's also hard because like I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. So it's like, there's no place for my friends to really be in my apartment. And also it's messy because I forget where to put things, you know? So it's like, I have to like keep up with like all the things, and my dishwasher is broken. So that's a struggle as well. having fur babies has definitely helped too with the real world. Yes. I don't know what it is. I mean, there's like a study, isn't there, that says like having cats, like not cats specifically, but having pets prolongs your life because it calms you down and it reduces your heart rate and your stress levels, which I think is really cool. You know, little tiny things that don't really, I think they barely even know that they exist, and they don't realize how much they help with us. It's just like, you know, like I'll just like see my cat, or I'll see Gooby sleeping outside. I'm just like, look at this little baby. He's so cute. Ooh, that's actually smart. I do have like two dry erase boards on my fridge. Do I write on them? No, because I forget. But you know, that's why I like having like a planner, because I have to have my planner on my bed, because if I don't have it on my bed, then it doesn't exist, and then I don't do what I need to do. So I like writing things down and then having like it in front of my face. You know, I do have like I said, those two planners. If I remember to write on them, it's really, really helpful. But that's, again, if I remember. Oh, you're not on I thought you were on medication, Emily. Listen, I haven't seen you in a hot minute, so that could also be one. Like I said, have not been the most present or greatest friend, because, you know, I'm never there. So, but it's on my thing next year. My words escape me. There's like a million different things going through my mind at once. I'm also really scared because one of my family members all of my family members pretty much, aside from like 2 or 3 people, have ADHD diagnosed. My older brother had it super bad. Like, he was on some pretty heavy medication when he was a kid. But I think everybody else is medicated for something, you know? But one of my cousins was on Vyvanse, and it made the mood swings crazy. Like, crazy. Being really like aggressive and things, and it's just like, ugh. I've also heard that like it's good in the morning, and then around like 3 p.m. it drops off and you can't eat anything because you feel like you're gonna be sick, but you also feel full. And I'm just like, I don't want to have to deal with that. You know, but like, I want to increase my quality of life and to be there for other people, you know? So it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Raw dogging it has got me this far, but like, has it really? I don't really know. Also, I think the medication is probably expensive. Probably. I don't really know how much it would be, but this is America, so it's probably going to be at least like $40. You know what I mean? I don't know if your insurance would cover it. I have Medicaid though, so I don't know if they're going to deem that as necessary or not. I mean, autism and ADHD are disabilities, like legally, so maybe they'll be like, you need this to be able to function with your disability. I don't really know. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's so many different ones, and when something works for somebody, it might not work for them. But I think they said that if your family had something and it doesn't work for them, then it has a higher chance of not working for you. But it's like, just what do I take then? I don't know. I know that there's like, what is it? Concerta, Vyvanse, Ritalin, Adderall. I don't know if there's any other ones, you know. $200? $200? What the fuck? For why? For why is it that much? That is ridiculous. Oh my god. My inhalers that are prescribed to me through my doctor don't even cost that much. I mean, I am on Medicaid though, so I mean, it's free, but I know it also depends on which pharmacy you use, because every time I've gone to Walgreens for any prescription, even including like vitamin D that I had prescribed by my doctor like 3 months ago, I had to pay out of pocket. But when I go to Giant, I've never had to pay anything. So I guess it's like whoever's like in network, maybe, because CVS and Walgreens I've always had to pay, but Giant I've never had to pay anything. I'm also scared about like making money, because then I'll actually have to pay for things. I don't want to do that. It's terrible. I don't think we should have to pay for like medication at all, to be honest with you. I didn't ask to have ADHD and autism. This sucks. You know what I mean? It's also like crazy because ever since I got diagnosed, other people in my family have been questioning if they have it as well, which like it is, what do you call it? Genetic. So, I mean, it would make sense. I don't know. If you're ever like wondering about it, I went to embraceautism.com and I took like I'll show you. I even have them still on my desk. I took all of the tests that I took like DSM-5 notes of like, I went through the actual, like the entirety of the DSM-5 and I was like, I need to know if I have this or not. So I wrote certain things that I have that could qualify for a diagnosis. I took all of the tests, the AQ test, AQ10 test, ASRS test, CAT-Q test. I think one of these tests, I think the ASRS is more for ADHD than autism, but we have like a 60% comorbidity rate. So it's like, I think I used that word correctly. I could be wrong, but like 60% of people have both, you know. And then I took the Aspie quiz. So I got above average on all of them, especially this one. I think this one was like 130. And I got 182. So, you know, it's a struggle. And then I went through like every video I could find and I like filled up all of these things. I didn't even need these when I got my diagnosis, but it was good to have anyway, just in case I wanted to mention something, you know. Also, wait, let me chill out for a second and read the chat. $90 is still a lot. That's still like, do you know how many like cup of noodles I could get for $90? So much money. Yeah, I feel like anything that we have to pay in regards to our health is crazy, because like I need these to see. I need medication to function. Like I literally, like I said, autism is one of my hyperfixations, which in the DSM-5 criteria it says is abnormal in intensity, which is like, I talk about it every day, all day for the last like 2 years, because I'm hyper fixated on it, you know what I mean? And it's a struggle. But I like find out everything. I watch all of the channels and everything. And so I like wrote down everything that I could possibly find, because, you know, you self-doubt a lot and you're like, oh, maybe I could just, I'm making this up, or I'm just being dramatic. But nope. And it makes you really mad after you get diagnosed too, because you're like, I could have had so many accommodations. And I thought I was just like this broken person for the longest time. And like, you're not. There's nothing wrong with me. I was literally born this way. So it's like, I have bought so many fidget toys. I want to get the one that's like spiky and like you can like put pressure points on it, you know? But at the moment I have a few of the squishy fidget toys, and then I have a few of the Tangle things. I think they're just called Tangles, right? I have a few of these as well. I think I have 3 of these. I have 2 of these smooth ones, and then I have one that's like rubber and has like little bumps on it. That one's really nice. And that helps so much when I'm like in any kind of social situation. I've also learned to like not be so self-conscious about it. Like I've heard a lot of people say that once they get diagnosed, it's like, oh, well, you're acting a lot more autistic than you used to, so clearly you're faking it. And it's like, no, I'm just like being open and I'm not masking as much. That's all it is. So I'm gonna be me in public. I'm gonna have my fidgets in public. I don't care. I'm gonna sit in the waiting room and fidget with this, because why not, you know? Yeah, it's like 8 to 15% of autistic people can keep a job. And I am part of the overwhelming majority who cannot keep a job. I didn't realize how far into burnout I was until I left that job like 2 years ago. It was so horrible. I could barely function. I was just locking myself in my room. It was so overstimulating and horrible. Literally the worst. I hate that we have to work for things. This is dumb. Yeah, I'm not I'm learning not to. It's kind of hard to like differentiate between when you're masking and when you're not at first, but once you're in it for a little bit, it becomes very clear. I had a lot of moments after my diagnosis at first where I was like, is this me, or am I just playing it up? You know, because now I have this diagnosis and now I feel like I have to do this thing. But it's like, no, I could actually like feel when I do things now. Like, I don't even care. I will literally like jump up and down and flap my arms in public. I don't care. I don't care. You know, when you get like really excited about something, or like you need to calm down for something. Like, I remember when I was waiting on my second, because I did it through video call. You can do it in person, which I didn't want to do because I heard it's very like infantilizing, where they're like, okay, take this pen and this chip and this, you know, wood thing and like make a story with it. And it's like, I'm not 5 years old. A lot of like the diagnostic criteria in person is geared towards children. And I didn't want to do that. And also I didn't want to go anywhere in public. So I did it through Prosper Health. So we had like video calls and things. And then the second video call, I was like flapping my hands like this, which is like also in the diagnostic criteria of like doing this specifically, to like calm myself down, because it really, really like it's self-soothing. It's really nice. And I didn't realize I was doing that until like she was like, hello. And I was like, oh, she scared the crap out of me because I didn't even see her in there. I got there early though, so I guess that makes sense. But there's like, oh my God. There's so many things that like go, I think like you have to get all of A, 2 of B, C, D, and E, and then you also have to have like a childhood reference and things like that. It's like so much stuff that goes into it, and it's so nerve-wracking because it's like, what if they think I'm lying, you know? Yeah, it's really hard because of autism and things. I don't really know when I'm being made fun of, and there's a lot of things that I look back on now when I was in school and I'm like, oh, they were not being nice to me, they were being mean to me. I'm like, that's not very nice, you know? You just don't see it because we don't pick up on social cues and things, and we don't really know, like I can't really tell what somebody's thinking when they make certain faces. So I'm just like, you know, it's a struggle. Yeah, I was masking so hard at work and I was still getting bullied. So I was like, you know, that was one of the things that pushed me to quit. There was this one person there who was just being so fucking rude to me for no reason. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Like, making fun of people is your MO, whatever. Like, this person was really young as well, so hopefully they grew out of that. But I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this high school bullshit, this cliquey crap. I'm not doing it. So I left, and I was like, I'm not doing this. I already hate this job, and I hate these people. And the only, like, there was a few people that I worked with that I really, really loved, but I never saw them. And one person quit, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I would rather be poor. I can't do this, you know? It's so stressful, literally the worst. But I'm learning like a lot of like ways to like cope with things, and like ways to like self-soothe, or like things that I like, certain things that I can buy as like accommodations. And one of the things that I bought, I was influenced on TikTok Shop. I really was. I saw this and I immediately started like doing like the happy hands, and I was like so excited. So I found this on the TikTok Shop. I don't have autofocus on this camera, so apologies, but it's by Joy Reel or whatever. It is a like communication board. So it has like yes, no, thank you, please, hello, goodbye, I need help, stop, I'm sad, I'm hungry, all of the things. So that way when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can use this and just be like, I'm angry, and just like press things, and I don't have to like exert the energy to like communicate like verbally. And it was so nice. It gave me like such like a sense of like freedom with this thing. I don't care, I'm gonna bring it out in public. It is what it is, you know? So I think this was $20 or something. There might be a sale because Christmas. You definitely won't get it before Christmas. It took like 2 weeks for this thing to get here, but it's pretty awesome. I know, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. So it has like, I don't even know. Math. I don't know. I'm not going to do the math. I have dysgraphia, which is like dyslexia but with math. So I can't even can't even add this up or whatever. So it has like all kinds of things. I wish it was like a little bit, I mean, it's already really big, obviously, but I wish it was a little bit bigger to accommodate certain things, certain like in between phrases. But for the moment, this is really nice. Yeah, yeah, it's so helpful. I remember, I think one of the worst case, I would have loved to have this when I went to New York with my auntie. My auntie is a very like chatty person. So pretty much all the time we were there talking back and forth and things like that. And by the morning, because we left 5 a.m. because we took the train because it was cheaper. And then we got there and then we went to a concert and it was all loud and there's a girl screaming in my ear all night. And then we went back and then we had to wake up at 5 a.m. I think we got back at like midnight or like 1 a.m. And then we had to wake up at 5 a.m. to get a taxi to go back to the train station. I was completely nonverbal. I was forcing myself to have like one or two words come out, and it was horrible. It was so horrible. I was so overstimulated. Like, it was so bad that on the subway back to the hotel, she pushed my, I was like completely disassociated, and she like pushed my arm to be like, hey, our train is coming up, like our stop is coming up. And I looked at, I have a lazy eye, by the way. It wouldn't be normal if you don't have a lazy eye, but I looked over to her and my eye, this eye followed and this eye stayed put. Like my eyes were like this, like, and completely glazed over. I had no energy at all. It was horrible. It was so horrible. And it took me 3 or 4 days to fully recover from that. And like, cause sometimes even just my cat being in my room with me is a little too much. So I have to like close the door, just be by myself. Cause it's just anything is just overstimulating, you know? Yeah. And then having to be nice, and people just think you're being rude. And it's just like, I'm not being rude. I'm trying my best, but like, I can't force myself. I really can't. I'm so sorry. You can actually add words. I don't know if you can see down here. It has like a recording button, and all of these are words or phrases that you can add. So you like press the button, and then I don't know if you heard that, like bing, bing, and then the beep, and then you can add whatever you want to say. I probably just added what I literally just said. Yeah. And you can like add all of them down here, but it's like I need at least another row, I feel, because there's so many like in between words that I want to add, or like phrases that I want to say. But for the most part, it's good. It's got I don't know, or I don't want it, it's too noisy, you know, I feel sick, I want a snack, I'm hungry, all of those things on here as well. You can also change the voice from male to female, which I'm going to keep it at female because women are awesome. I don't think I'd want a male telling me what to do, so we're just going to leave that there. Yeah, it's I don't even know how to like feel about it. I feel like you feel a lot of the times like you're like failing as a human because you can't do things, you can't communicate the way other people can, you know? It's the worst. It's the actual worst. I do really like this thing though. I would get it for my little brother because we're like 90% that he's also autistic, but I don't think he would appreciate it. So, you know, boys, teenage boys, they're like, I don't need you. Get out of my face. Don't talk to me. So, yes, women, the future is female. Because it is. I mean, we literally like give birth and things, which is not something that I would ever want to do. So there's so many things that you don't realize. Like, I thought you don't really question it because you're like, oh, well, that's what we're supposed to do as women is like have kids. That's all you were told is get married and have kids. And now I'm just like, I have the option. I'm going to yeet my uterus out of my body as soon as I have money. You know, I don't want to do that. I always felt like it would be so overstimulating for, to have like children, you know what I mean? Because I can't even regulate myself. How am I supposed to regulate a little one? But I don't have to now. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. You know, because you don't know that there's like an option when you're a kid. It's just like expected of you. So I feel very much in control. But now, the only thing that I'm worried about now is that because I do have my diagnosis, I shared it with my doctor, but I don't think it's on my actual thing yet. But I'm on a list now. The government has placed me on a list, which is like great. I don't really know what the list does per se. You know what? I'm gonna look that up because I don't really know. It hasn't really affected my life up until now, but I know it's not a good thing, obviously. Oh my god, words. Ooh, ABA centers. Oh, we don't like that. I would not recommend ABA therapy to anybody, whether you're a child or an adult with autism. I also really wouldn't recommend, like, it depends on the person, but I wouldn't really recommend group therapy. I think it's called CBT therapy either. They don't really take into account how autistic people work, you know. And also ABA therapy, I heard that they train you like a dog. They like, if you do something that they want, they hand you like a cookie and they're like, good job. But if they do something that if you do something that they don't like, they just leave. And I'm like, just leave you there with that rejection. And then just like, oh, you can't do that to people. We're not dogs. You know what I mean? I don't really know what the list means. All I know is that I am on a government list because of my disability, and that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh yeah, the autism registry. Like, what does that mean? It's giving Germany. It's giving, like, you can't, I'm not doing that. To support research into causes of genetics is the causes of autism and insights to improved treatment strategies. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. The man who talks like this, like, how are we supposed to like take him seriously when the man was a heroin addict? Like, not to say that like people on drugs don't deserve love and respect and houses and food and jobs, because they absolutely do. But like, how are you going to say that other people are like disgusting and defective or whatever? And it's just like, sir, please, you know that drugs are bad for you and you were doing them anyway. Like, what? And these are also the people who say that, you know, Tylenol causes autism, which, like, okay, you have no kind of training in anything. You're just like talking because you can talk, which is crazy. Oh yeah, and he said that whole thing about these are kids who will never pay taxes, they'll never hold a job, they'll never play baseball. What if they just don't like baseball? Like, what? That's so stupid. They'll never write a poem, they'll never go out on a date, many of them will never use a toilet unassisted. And apparently he was referencing low functioning autism, which is a gross thing to say. We don't really, excuse you, silence, we don't really talk about or refer to people as low or high functioning because it's gross. You know, it's very capitalist to be like, you're only valuable if you can work. I think that's gross. Everybody's valuable. Love, respect, everywhere. Yeah, no, we just say low support needs, medium support needs, and high support needs now. We don't be doing that. It's so weird. Yeah, I can't really take like CBT, or I know some people say that like weed and stuff helps them with their like ADHD and stuff, or like their anxiety disorders. I have asthma, so I can't really do any of that lest I up and die aggressively, which is like, it sucks, but like I can't really do anything about it. Like my asthma was really bad that was this year. I got put in the ER because I had a really bad flare up just because of the weather. Like it got cold and my lungs were like, okay, we're gonna stop working now. How about that? You know, they really are. It's crazy. It's like, where they're these people are so dumb, honestly. Like, how they think that like autistic people are any kind of like that we can't do anything for ourselves. It's just like, even high support needs autistic people can use the bathroom by themselves. Like, they can throw a baseball if they want to. Like, he thinks we're just like, we just sit there and just don't do anything. Like, I had to pay taxes. I worked. Am I part of the vast majority of people who can't work now? Yes. But you know, I was doing it. I was doing my thing for a while. I hated it, but I was doing it. So, and then the amount of people who like on TikTok now who are just spreading all of this misinformation about everything. And it's just like, ugh. Like, I've heard people say that like we are possessed by demons and that's why we have ADHD and autism. It's just like, no, I have autism because I meet the diagnostic criteria and it's genetic, actually. The whole administration is just like, what are you doing? What are you at? How did you get here? You're not qualified to be here at all. Ooh, Autism Speaks. We're not talking about them. Get out of here. Disgusting. Nobody likes autism. Hopefully nobody likes Autism Speaks. I know a lot of like Autism Speaks people and like autism moms who are like, you're a level 1, low support needs. You're not really autistic. And it's like, my psychologist says otherwise, but okay, sure. See, I'm still going back and forth. I don't really know. I think I will. I think I will put it in there because I feel like there's nothing that could, you know, if anything, people can just watch it on 2 times speed while I go through all of the because like I feel like all of the DSM-5 is really like medical jargon, you know, like it's kind of confusing if you don't really know what you're looking for. And so I kind of want to just go through it quickly and like tell people, like break it down, you know. I was gonna dance. I'm not gonna do that anymore. You know, and just in case people don't understand, you know what I mean? Yeah, they don't care about anything. They don't even think that like global warming is real. It's just like, but why? But why? How can you? What? Yeah, they're just dumping everything in the oceans. All the coral reefs are dying. They're like where I live, there's like a factory, and it smells like the ammonia smell. I think they make like the little boards that go in computers. I forget what they're called. And it's just like the ammonia smell and all the smoke going up in the atmosphere. It's just like, and now they're building data centers on like every block, and it's just like, we're killing the planet. We're killing the planet. What are we supposed to do? Because we voted against it and they still built it anyway. And it's like, oh, great. Oh, wonderful. That's, you know. Yeah, willful ignorance is crazy. They're like, no, I don't believe you. And then you hand them evidence for something and they're like, I think you made that up. It's like, what do you want from me? What do you actually want from me? Oh yeah, I saw on TikTok that Marbles had died. Jenna Marbles' dog, he was really old, really old. I feel like everybody's just dying this year. Like I said, I woke up and I found out that Lamar Wilson had died in November, but you know, they're just coming out with it now, give everybody time to process. And then Marbles died. It's just like everybody is just the guy who voiced Sheen on Jimmy Neutron, he died. There's so many people. Carl Carlton died. Like I don't know what's going on in the last 2 years. I feel like everybody's just, and these people aren't even that old either. Like Lamar was like 48. I mean, Carl Carlton was kind of old, but like everybody else was like in their 60s. It's just like, what's happening? I don't even know. It's just horrible. I don't even know what the point of data centers is other than to just steal our stuff and sell it back to companies, which is like, you have enough money. We have so much, like we're one of the richest countries in the entire world. We could fix homelessness like that, but obviously capitalism thrives off of, you know, keeping people homeless and poor. Without exploitation, it doesn't work. So that's why they're choosing not to, which is like, I hate capitalism. I hate it so much. Burn it to the ground. And also like the indoctrination of everybody, of being like, of brainwashing everybody to be like, capitalism is good and socialism is bad. And it's just like, pick up a book, please, please. It's horrible. Yeah, Lamar, and I think it was last year, Pretty Pastel Please, when she passed away. Those two people passing away genuinely brought tears to my eyes. I was so sad this morning. I was crying at 6 a.m. I was like, oh my God, poor Lamar, and like poor Dashie. I know Dashie's like paying for his funeral expenses and is going to pay for to take care of his elderly family members. I don't know if Dashie's going to come back to the internet. He might just retire, to be honest with you, which he's fully allowed to do, because it's a lot. And he talked about retiring last year as well. So I really don't know what's going to happen, but I was so sad. I was like, geez, man, like, I was watching some of Dashie's old videos with Lamar, and I was thinking, oh, I haven't seen Lamar in a while. You know, I can't wait for them to make another video again, because they're so good together. And then you hear that and you're like, oh my God. And especially because it was through like mental health issues and he took his own life. Like, it's just so sad. You really can't. We as depressed people are really good at hiding depression, like really, really good. I've had some low points this year, like really low points, but it's like, you know, you just can't tell. You know, social media is like only what people want you to see. And so you never know what other people are going through. And it's so sad. It's just so sad. Like, you know? Yeah. They don't see anybody as equal. It's kind of like when you see like homeless people on the street and you hear people walking by them and saying, get a job, you bum. Like, they don't treat you as a person unless you're making the government money, which is like bootlicker much. Like, that's crazy. Like, no. Everybody deserves a chance. Everybody deserves free food and free, like, if we're forced to be here on this earth, you might as well give me free accommodations, because, like, you know, it seems like the right thing to do, you know. And the fact that people are even arguing that, and that people don't deserve free, like, I think it was America and I believe Israel were the only two countries that voted that food and water were not human rights. Like, surprising? No, but it's still like, can we please? How do you justify that? We're forced to be here. You need those things to survive. Like, hello. Ridiculous. Yeah. It's hard because, like, the government has so much money, and it's hard to like organize anything, because anytime anybody does anything, they go missing, and they shot themselves in the back of the head 59 times because they were just so sad. And it's like, we know that's not what happened. Like, there was a guy on TikTok who made gasoline from trash as a way to be like self-sufficient off the government, and he had to go into hiding for a few years or a few months or whatever it was, because the government was after him, because corporation greed, you know. That's why, like, when I get a house, which I don't know when that will be, because if that will ever be, but I want to get there's like this company that can make your house fully solar powered, and then I want to like dig a well or something and like have like a water system that way I'm like not completely reliant on the government for anything. Hopefully they'll let me do that. If not, you know, I'm gonna be real upset about it, but I'm gonna try. I mean, there's solar power is in my area anyway, but the water thing, I don't know if they're gonna let me get away with, but I will try. Yeah, I feel really bad about Dashie. I mean, it makes sense why he hasn't been uploading regularly, because grieving a friend, a lot of people say that they were like brothers, and that's just horrible, you know. I just feel so bad for everybody involved in that situation. Yeah, I remember the water operated car, and they did murk him as well. And a lot of people, I'm realizing how much stuff is like related to capitalism and like racism. When they say everything is related to capitalism and racism, they really mean it. Like, I found out that like the term like conspiracy theory was made up by the government to like stop speculation and to like paint people who have actual valid concerns or people like whistleblowers who know things as like crazy people. The lengths that they go to, you know? And then they try to like paint themselves out to be like the victims. And it's just like, you know, you learn about certain things like every 20 years the government's like, oh yeah, we did this, here's like a stack of papers of things that we did, atrocities we committed, but you know, it's too late now, so suck it up. Like the Sunshine Project, where they were trying to figure out like a cure for a disease, I believe, or something like that, and they grave robbed children without the parents' consent through the US and through Canada. I'm not sure about Mexico, but I definitely know the US and Canada, and they like just dug up these poor kids' graves. Sometimes they stole all of the child, and other times they cut off body parts and like didn't tell. Like there was like this lady who her son had passed away, unfortunately, and she was a mortician, so she was going to embalm her son herself as like a form of like coping and grieving and things like that. The government wouldn't let her see her kid because they stole his legs without her permission. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's comically evil. It's ridiculous, you know? Oh, they're getting stingy with the water thing? See, they want us completely reliant on them and have like no say in anything, no kind of like off the grid anything. They're like, nope, you need to pay, because like the electric companies and the water companies charge so much money for what? Like, I know it doesn't cost you that much. I know it doesn't. Hello. I was thinking actually being the, yeah, definitely. It's really scary how little autonomy we actually have, and it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. I don't know how anybody could think that like not having rights over what you should do with your body is a bad thing. Like, what do you mean I can't choose for myself? You know, and then they say it's like, oh well, it's different, and it's like, should if a child is sick and needs a kidney and you as a parent are a match, should you be forced to give your kidney to that child? And most people say no. And it's like, okay, then why are you trying to force other decisions then? Why are you trying to limit things that people can do? It doesn't make any sense. If one is acceptable and one is not, you know, you can't have that double standard. I mean, you can, but it's gonna make you look stupid. You know? $800. Gee, why is everything so expensive? Why? And I feel like I try to like support small businesses and things, but then sometimes when you think that you're supporting a small business, it's actually just drop shipped, or they got it from like AliExpress or something, or Temu or Alibaba, and it's just like, I trusted you, you know, and you betrayed me. I'm trying my best to like boycott a lot of stuff, but then there's like more stuff that gets added. Like I didn't know that like Snickers and stuff was added, and then I was eating a Snickers one day and I was like, what? No, I feel like I you know. So I'm just like constantly, I have this app on my phone that actually helps. I think it's called No Thanks. Yeah, and you can like scan things, like anything with a barcode, and you can see if it's on the boycott list or not. It's been really hard, but you know, it's okay to like give up some creature comforts for like human rights, you know? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like boycott like if you're in like a small town and a Walmart is the only place that you have, obviously nobody's gonna like get on your case about that. But if you live in like a city like I do and you have options and you still choose to like consistently go to bad places like Starbucks or Target or whatever, it's just kind of like side eye. What do you mean? There's it's, you know, it's reasonable in certain aspects, like I said, if it's like the only thing. I just checked, the Lysol that I have is on the list. Dang it, why is everything horrible? I will say, if you go to like places like Aldi's and stuff, most of the stuff that they have there is fine because it's not like American made products, you know what I mean? So That's like the only real like thing, but they don't have everything that you need though. Aldi's has like a lot of good stuff, but they don't have everything. So it's like, yeah. I found out Oreos was on the list. All of the things. Wait, hold on. I need to see if Cinnabon's on this list. I swear, that's my creature comfort. I will do most things for a Cinnabon. Okay. Please don't be on the list. Please don't be on the list. Okay, they're not. Thank God. It's a creature comfort for me. I love Cinnabon. It's also why I was, why my blood test came back so negative, like so horrible, because I was eating too many Cinnabons. She was like, "Madam, you are a hop, skip, and a jump away from a stroke. You need to stop." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, it makes sense because when I was admitted to the ER a few months ago, they said that I had a potential like pulmonary embolism, which is like a blood clot in your lungs. So I was like, okay, I need to do better. So I've been trying to like eat healthier and stuff because, I haven't even got to experience life yet. I have so many like plans for next year of things that I want to do. I want to go on a cruise next year. I want to like do like some zip lining things. I want to go to like all the things. I just want to like live next year. Is it going to be mentally exhausting for me? Yes, but I think it's going to be fun. So I also want to get like a camper van or something. It seems like it'd be really fun. Yeah, they definitely monopolized everything on purpose. So that way we really had no, like there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, but like you can do what you can. You know what I mean? Aldi's is the best. I love Aldi's so much. There's so much good stuff. I'm going to my uncle's house for Christmas, as we do every year. Hopefully we don't get a lot of snow because where he lives, there's like the way that we get there is pretty much all like back roads with like no street lamps or nothing. So if it snows or it's ice, then we won't be able to go because it's like an hour and a half away. So, and I'm not driving. There's like no like give on the road either. It's like you fit just about in the lane and that is it. So it's stressful without the snow. So hopefully it'll be fine. I know it's supposed to be in like the 60s or whatever. But hopefully. And Christmas is so expensive because I have like 21 people in my immediate family, not my whole family, my immediate family. So it's very expensive and a little stressful, but hopefully the stuff that I ordered will come in the next few days because I only have the next few days. I was supposed to go by the dollar store, but I just I gotta get like wrapping paper and stuff, but I can't be bothered today. We do have food kitchens where I live, but you have to like sign up online first. So we applied to some of them and they didn't respond. And I was like, we do have a farmer's market, which is nice, but it's only like a few days a week. And sometimes, I think it was today actually, but sometimes they charge a little too much, like I got like a thing of honey once and some tea and they were like $30. I was like, oh, like I guess you gotta like make up for like, but that's a lot. I'm kind of scared of cruises because, you could like just die, just drown and die, or like fall off or something, like pretty sketchy. But there's definitely a few. I don't think I'm as scared of cruises as I am of planes. I'm petrified of planes. I will have a panic attack on a plane. I think I will be okay because a cruise is so big and because there's like life jackets and boats and things that you can get to, whereas in a plane crash, there's nothing you can do. Like there was that guy, was he a NASCAR driver who died a few days ago in a private jet plane crash? Like there's nothing you can do. If you're going down, you're going down. And they're not going to give you parachutes to jump out or anything. So there's a little bit more control on a cruise, I feel, than planes. That's why you bring, well, now that I realize, off-brand Lysol to everything. You spray every person who passes you. You're just like, no. I did hear about that like poop cruise a few years back where it was just covered in poo, and I was like, oh god. Or like they get stuck out there. It was supposed to be like a year-long cruise or something, and they got stuck on the boat for like months. I was like, no, I'm good actually. But there's like I want to like go to the Bahamas. I want to do like a weekend cruise to the Bahamas. It sounds so nice. And if Snake Discovery, I don't know if anybody knows who Snake Discovery is, but they're like a reptile channel, and they like breed snakes, and they rescue like all kinds of different reptiles. They even have a zoo in is it Wisconsin? I think, do they live in Wisconsin, or is it, I don't know. It's somewhere. No, it's in Minnesota, I think. It's in Minnesota. But they did a Snake Discovery cruise this year, and that looked like a lot of fun. I would love to do that next year and get to meet them, because they're really cool and really nice. There's also like a goth cruise that they do during the summer as well. I'm just gonna be back-to-back cruises, but there's a goth cruise that they do, that they have like, obviously like all the goths show up in their like black swimsuits and everything, and they have like all kinds of like themed events and, you know, goth music and dance nights and karaoke, and that sounds really fun too. So I also, this is not on like my list for next year, this is just on my bucket list in general. If you don't know, I am absolutely obsessed with aquariums, like unhealthily obsessed. I love aquariums so much. So I want to go to like every major every like, I guess like statewide aquarium in all of the US, and then every major aquarium in the world. That's on my bucket list. I would love to do that. I also am obsessed with space, and I've been obsessed with Star Wars and space since I was 8 years old. So I have a lot of toys and things like tanks and you know, helmets and things that I have. And I would love to go into space, but pretty much all of them, horrible for the environment, complete waste of energy and resources, and a lot of them are funded by Jeff Bezos, and I don't want to support that man if I can help it, you know. So it's like, it's hard. If there was like a completely like green, eco-friendly, non-wasteful, non-billionaire funded way to just go to the edge of the earth to view space, I would totally do it in a heartbeat. But it's not looking like that's possible, which is making me so sad. I definitely want to go to Europe, and I'm like wary about certain places in Europe and Asia though, because I heard they're really racist, and I'm like, I don't want to be called a slur, actually. You know, because some people say places like the Philippines are really nice, and other people say, oh well, I had this racist experience, or other people say Vietnam was really nice, and they say, oh well, then I had this racist experience. I know Italy's really racist. I don't want to go over there. I don't wish to be, you know, racism. You know. It would be so cool. Space travel would be so cool, but it's either Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, and I'm just like, a billionaire who is completely wasteful could wipe out all of like the problems in America with a heartbeat. Same with Elon Musk, and like had a $50 million wedding, which was ridiculous. Or a Nazi. How about neither? How about we don't do that? How about we don't, you know, give money to really bad people? I've seen a lot of people in my area have Teslas and things, and like cyber trucks, which like I side eye every single time I see. I'm like, really? But I've seen a lot of people get like the bumper sticker that says, I got this before Elon was crazy. And I'm like, okay. You know, not everybody can just afford to like get rid of their car and get a new one, you know? So like, I get that. Yeah, apparently Italy is like horrifically racist. If you are any kind of like African or African American or anything like that, I haven't really heard a lot about other minorities. I've heard some people saying that they're racist against Hispanics as well, but I haven't heard anything about like any Asian people or Native American people and their experiences. I would assume it would be the same. So yeah, I really wanted to go to Italy at some point, but then I was like, ooh, I heard all that and I was like, no. There's a lot of like people on TikTok who are like travel influencers and they talk about like their experiences in certain places. So I'm like, I will trust you. Apparently Egypt is also really, really bad and really like not only like racist, but it's like sexist as well. And there's a lot of like assaults and things that happen in Egypt. And I was like, dang it, I really wanted to go to Egypt too because it's really cool, but now I can't because I don't want to be felt up or, you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't judge the people who bought it before because he was semi-normal, I guess, before, and now because he sees money in, you know, the right or whatever, the far right, he's just, you know, he just doesn't care. And that, you know, I mean, it makes sense because there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire anyway, but you know, now he's like a trillionaire, which is like, you really could help so many people and you're choosing not to. And now you're you know, using AI and all this other stuff, and it's so horrific for the environment. It's really sad. It's really, really sad. You know, it just is. Or they'll be like, I invented this thing. Like, you'll realize how many inventions and things were actually made by women or people of color, and it's just like somebody else just stole it. Because what were they gonna do? They didn't have rights back then. They, like, you know, they didn't see them as people, so it's like they couldn't really do anything about it. And it's just like Einstein, a lot of his like his math equations were actually done by his wife, whom he cheated on, by the way. It's just like, ew, for why? Yeah, South Korea. I really wanted to go to South Korea as well, but South Korea is also really racist and really sexist as well. And a lot of the men there are really pushy, and they'll treat you like a fetish and just be like, oh, you're coming home with me whether you like it or not. And I'm like, oh, no. I'm worried about visiting Spain because Spain, they don't like tourists. There's a lot of like graffiti all over the thing, being like people being attacked and stuff, which, like, fair point, because, like, you know, it's kind of like how I feel about like Hawaii. It's like they have a right to be angry because, like, we're just taking all their resources in their land and we're driving up housing prices, and Airbnb is driving up housing prices and crashing the market and everything. I can understand it why they're upset, but I kind of like, I don't know if I really want to visit Spain because I'm just like, I don't want to, like, you know, encroach on their land. That's like their space, you know. Like, I really would love to visit Hawaii as well, but it's also like I would feel bad at the same time because I really want to go there, but I feel like I'm being disrespectful. So it's kind of like a mixed bag, because some people say that it's okay as long as you be respectful and like respect the culture and you don't go to certain places, and other places are saying don't come at all. So I'm like, I really don't know. Yeah, but Italy's definitely on my absolutely not. I'm not gonna be like, I've heard horror stories from a lot of Black women, specifically, of people being completely ignored by staff, having stuff shouted at them, being harassed, being chased back to hotel rooms. I don't want to experience that, you know. I've also heard that Italian men are also very pushy and very much do not respect consent, you know, and are gonna be like, you're gonna come home with me, you know. It's just like, ugh, I don't know. I really want to visit Hawaii though. But then, like, everything, like, I don't know, everything's just like, I feel like everything on this earth is a problem, because yeah, I mean, Hawaii is technically counted as part of the US, but is it really? No, it's its own separate place, and we as the US overthrew their government and then claimed it falsely as our own thing, which is like gross, you know. So I feel bad. I just want to do the right thing and be as good as I can be and respectful as I can be of other people, because that's what I would want them to do for me, you know. So I don't really know. Everything's just so intertwined with all of the bad that I'm like, I just don't know. I don't know what to do, where to go, what to say. But you do the best you can, you know? And then if you do something bad, you just got to own up to it and be like, yeah, which is a really hard thing, I think, for a lot of people, myself included, because you don't want to feel like you're doing something wrong. But if your intentions were good, it really doesn't matter, because the harm you cause that person is really all that matters. So that's something that I'm really working on, you know? I also really want to get like into therapy this year, but my Medicaid doesn't cover it. And it would be $70 a week. And I'm like, oh, because like I really want to work on being a better person, a more present person. I do have struggles with like insecurities and jealousy and things like that I really want to work on, because I don't want to be that person. So, you know, it's all thing, whatever. Okay, that does make me feel better. Yeah. I just have to research on places that I absolutely am not allowed to go, and things I'm not allowed to do, gestures I'm not allowed to do. And I really want to write that down. Because I really want to be as respectful of other people and their culture as possible. Yeah, there's the new, I guess she's like a prime minister in Japan. She got elected and she was like, yay, we're gonna go back to the 50s. We hate tourists and women are meant for the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant. And I'm like, oh God. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would you say that? Like, I just don't understand, like, shooting yourself in the foot like that. Like, I mean, a lot of people are pushing back against it, but then a lot of people aren't as well. So it's really sad with like the rise of conservatism everywhere. You know, because a lot of people say, oh, well, it's only in the US and it doesn't affect anywhere else. It clearly does, because they're having like Nazi rallies in the UK, in Ireland, in Australia. It's not good. It's not good. I'm also kind of like, I would love to visit Japan on one hand, and then I'm also just like, oof, you know, not even just like with their weird like kind of like pedo thing that they have going on, you know, with like certain things where they like draw people who are like, it doesn't matter, she's 3,000 years old, and it's like, that's a child, it's a child, please. And how they like normalize that, because for the longest time the age of consent in Japan was 13, which like horrible, absolutely horrible. But I'm like, I watch a lot of history channels on YouTube as well, and finding out the history of Japan and the atrocities that they committed, and it's just like, oh, they just created anime and then just rebranded everything. It's genuinely horrible, and they never even apologized or, you know, said what they did was wrong. You know, a lot of like the atrocities that they did to Koreans specifically, it's horrible. Like, think of like comfort women and stuff and turn it up to 10. It was absolutely horrific. And they did that to, so they called them like the Israel of the Asian community. That's how bad it was. That's the amount of stuff that they were doing. So I'm like, I would love to visit, to like, because I know it's not the people of the culture, the country's fault now, but it's also like, do I want to give money to a government who did that and refuses to admit that they were wrong? I don't know. Yeah, they definitely blame us for everything. And it's just like, what did we do? I'm in my house doing nothing. What do you mean I'm to blame for all your problems or why you can't get a job? I don't even have a job. What do you mean? You know? Yeah, definitely. It's hard to, it's really hard to admit that you're wrong, actually. And I struggled with that for the longest time, because you just feel so like, I don't know, you feel like kind of like a failure or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, ooh, I don't like that, because you don't want to think that you would go out of your way to like harm somebody, even unintentionally. But you do that sometimes, and it's sad, but we're human beings. I think that's the one thing that's got me through it the most, is realizing like, I am a human being. I do not have to be perfect. I just have to, you know, fix my mistakes, and people don't have to forgive me for when I, you know, fuck up, but I can try my best to atone for my mistakes and move forward. So I've been doing like a lot of like therapy work outside of therapy. You know, I've been watching like a lot of like licensed therapists and psychologists and things on YouTube to try and like get a grasp on how I'm feeling. And I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do that if I wouldn't have my diagnosis, you know, because it puts everything into perspective of like, no, I want to be a better person and I want to do these things, and I don't want to be, you know, I want to be somebody that, you know, people can look, I don't want to say look up to, but like be an example, you know, of trying as best you can, you know. It'd be hard out here, but we be trying. I can't believe I've almost been live streaming for 2 hours. Normally, I cannot do that. But we're yapping today, okay? I have like a lot of like work I should be doing. I just don't feel like it. Don't feel like it. I'll just sit here and whatever. Hopefully I can get my gaming channel video edited, because I have the rest of today and then I have until 3 p.m. tomorrow to finish it. It's like, I think it's like an hour of footage. We shall check. Also, I have Pokemon music in the background. I really wish I was like into like Pokemon now. I didn't really get into that. So, like, I watched the cartoons like that and Sonic Boom. I watched those on like whatever, I think it was Cartoon Network, when I was growing up, but I never really got into the games. You know, I mean, I had a DS and I had a Game Boy, which I still have my Game Boy. My DS was broken and stolen by a family member, which like still makes me mad to this day, but you know what, whatever. So I do have my original Game Boy from like 2006, which is pretty cool. But I didn't really play a lot of, you know, they were like, oh, you're a girl, you're not supposed to have all this stuff. I have the original Wii that I had when I got in 2008. But like, other than that, I really didn't do much gaming. And so now I feel like I'm kind of like trying to catch up, because I feel like everybody has like these childhood experiences, like playing all the old school Sonic games and everything. And I don't have that. And I'm like, and I'm trying to like buy stuff. But like, I was going to get the Sonic racing game. It's $70. Why are game companies charging $70? That is ridiculous. I can't afford that. Like, most of the games that I play on my gaming channel are like at least like anywhere from like $1.99, maybe $10 if I'm really like curious about it. I think the most I ever paid was $20, and that was for Hollow Knight Silksong, and I didn't like it. So, but then I paid like $1.99 for Kiosk, which I played, which is the last thing that I like edited and uploaded other than my live stream, and I love that. So it's like, you know, you play like a AAA game and you're like, oh, whatever, and you play like a indie game and you're like, this is the most amazing experience of my life, you know. There's another game that I want to play called oh, I can't remember now. Hold on. It's in my cart in my Steam thing. Oh wait, it's probably in my library. I think I already bought it because it came with Kiosk as well, but I was going to buy it already. I actually bought Kiosk first and I didn't realize that this came with it, and I was like, beautiful. Didn't even have to pay for it. Let's see. Lone Shark, that's what it is. It looks really cool. It's like a horror game, but I definitely want to do my Christmas Mutilator episode first, because obviously Christmas is in 5 days. So I want to get all my Christmas content out there. I definitely think I'm going to have to upload a second one. I might have to cram the second one in. I don't think it's going to be a very long game based off of like where I died at in the gaming process, but I definitely want to like get the good ending, because I got the very bad ending after like an hour of playing. So yeah, I definitely like, I watched a lot of like Pokemon content and stuff growing up, but I never played. I don't know how to play the card game. I'm not really interested in the cards that much, but I definitely want to get like one of those like handheld gaming things that I've been seeing all over like TikTok and Instagram, where it's like $50 and it has like all the old school games on it, and just like go through all of them and just play all of them. I definitely want like some plushes too. I should have put that on my Christmas list. Because Furret and Tyranitar are my favorite Pokemon because they're just so cute and so cool, you know? Yeah, I started my gaming channel a year ago, but because it's so oversaturated, everybody's playing games, that it's hard to kind of get your videos out there. I feel like now my videos are kind of sort of gaining a little bit of traction, but it's definitely difficult. Definitely very difficult because it's just like there's so many people, and to like stand out on anything. Like I got a comment on one of my gaming channel people that was wondering why I had like so little subscribers after like a year of posting, and I was like, oh, it's probably just because it's oversaturated. And they were like, oh yeah, you should play something that like nobody else has played. And I was like, it's a good point, but everything that I want to play, everybody else also wants to play, you know? So that's why I'm excited about like Christmas Mutilator, because I don't think anybody's really played that yet. I haven't seen anybody play it yet. And then even like I played this like cute little game called My Little Puppy, where you're like a dog in heaven and like you go back to like the earthly realm to try and find your dad. Cub Scouts played that game. I thought that game was like super niche and nobody would like see it. He played that game and I was like, dang it. Dang it, you know? I feel like you can play something that nobody else has played, but then I also feel like you do have a benefit of like playing something that like people have seen and is popular, because other people are going to be searching out that content so much that I feel like it kind of pushes your thing out into the algorithm a little bit. I feel like it's two sides of the same coin, but you know, I definitely want to, because like my schedule now, I upload once a week on my gaming channel. Sometimes I skip a week just like if I'm like really tired or overwhelmed, and then I won't do that. But normally I upload or live stream once a week. And then the kind of rhythm that I want to get into is like I have 1 week, well, like upload or live stream every week on there, and then have like once every 2 weeks on my main channel or something. You know, I would get an editor because I would be able to get videos out faster, which I did do that on my gaming channel for one video for one of my, it was called Troleu or whatever. It was Troleu, and it was like you're like a train conductor, and you have like people you have to like punch and stuff because they want to get on the train without paying, and you're like, hello, it's not a train, it's a trolley or something, and you have to like deal with screaming babies and everything, and you know. So I had an editor off Fiverr actually edit one of my videos for that, and although it was nice to like not have to like do the work, and just like kind of rest, it was also like I felt so disconnected from my audience and so disconnected from my video because it's not my work, and it doesn't have all the stuff that I would personally put in there, and I don't know, I just felt weird, like that's the only reason why I don't have an editor, because I feel like it would disconnect me from you guys, and it's not my work, so it feels like I've done nothing and I don't deserve whatever views or whatever comes to it, because although I did filming really isn't anything, so it's kind of difficult. The Willow Mist Emporium of Antiques and Curiosities. I'm gonna look that up right now. Right now! Ooh, a winter sale. I think I spelled it wrong. The Willow Mist Emporium. I also need like recommendations of like places to get my games other than Steam, because I feel like Steam is kind of limiting me a little bit. By 2.5. What? Supernatural. Is it like a click and point game? It kind of looks like it. You know what? It reminds me of do you remember that game that like Markiplier played with all the daddies in it. That's what it reminds me of. Hey, I'm 26. A letter will change everything. Your eccentric estranged Aunt Sylvie. Name your own price. So you get to just like pay whatever they think the game is owed. Like kind of like when you go to like certain what do you call it? Like certain like restaurants, and like pay whatever you think the meal is worth. Yeah, it's like horror based. They have like different like, I was playing the demo at the time. They definitely came out with the full game now. There's like zombies and things now. I actually got pretty good at it, if I do say so myself. But yeah, it was like horror based, and you'd have like the trolley conductor come on like in between, and you'd have to like survive. And if he finds like more than like a certain amount of people who are breaking the rules, who don't have tickets, he throws you off and you die. So it was really fun, but it was just kind of repetitive in a way that I didn't want to keep spamming videos about the same thing over and over again, you know? And also, I have a really cheap PC, like in terms of PCs, I think I paid like $200 for it, refurbished off Amazon. So I don't have all of the space in the world to have a bunch of games on my account. So I have to like basically like download a game and then finish it and then uninstall it and then, you know, go through the motions like that. Dream Daddy, that's what it was. Yes, I totally remember that. I remember that. Aw. This feels like a lifetime ago. I definitely miss old school YouTube, where they were like, where they like people made like songs and stuff out of like clips of YouTubers' videos. I definitely miss that time period. That was really fun. I don't know if we're ever gonna get back to that though, you know? I feel like everything is just so quick paced because of TikTok now that it's like, it's kind of difficult. A date with death. Dates with death. Do you like anime boys, Emily? Do you like wispy, beautiful, long-lashed, pecked up men? Sweaty men. There's a theme to these games, I'm noticing. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers making their own songs too. I feel like Twitch streamers are trying to do that now, but it's not really working. Like, I don't want to be a hater or anything, but like I saw like Iron Mouse's song and I was just like, this is not hitting the same as it was before, you know? It's just kind of a little, the writing is not very good, you know? And like not that it has to be like professional level, but it's just not the best thing in the world, you know? They even have plushies. They have a Date with Death plushie. Date with Death 2 Remnants. You need to play that, Emily. There's a 2 coming out. You must. Mortal, you are dismissed. See, I can't play games like this because I just get embarrassed. Like, even though there's like nobody in the room with me, I just feel embarrassed. I don't know how to like deal with like flirty emotions, which you were right, Emily. I looked it up. Apparently demisexual people are on the asexual spectrum, which makes a lot of sense for me. But I just get like so uncomfortable. I'm like, ugh, no, don't do that, please. Oh, no. The art is cute and the death character is yes, very much. very much a long-haired anime man. And a little plushie. Oh dang, there's a lot of these. Dreambound, Cage of Roses, Start Again, Amelie? What is that? Amelie. Mastercon? What is that? Oh, that's also a dating sim. Okay. Dang, there's a lot of these. The In Between? The last two. Oh, the last rose. Oh, look. There's the Willow Mist thingy mabob. And the Divine. Oh, that guy's naked. Okay, we're not gonna look at that. Oops. Oh, yeah, no. No. We're not gonna look at that. There's just so many things I want to play. But, like, I would need other people to not only play them with me, but also to be okay with being online. And that's, like, the hardest thing for me, you know? Like, I want to play Peak, or, there's, this other game. What is this? I can't remember what it was called, but it was, like, a camping game where you and your friends have to, like, drive your RV just to know something. I don't remember. I saw it and I was like, yes, please. I wish to play that. Yeah, I am also a recovering people pleaser. It's not going well. I'm trying, but it's not going well. I just don't know. My family's not really that great with communication. They don't communicate at all. It's just kind of like ignore stuff until people feel like speaking to each other again. So I don't really know how to set boundaries in that way, which is also why I want to go to therapy, to learn how to do that and to say no to stuff, which is very, very difficult. I think a lot of these are made by the same studios, or like similar studios for the most part. You know? Overcooked. What is that? Oh, there's like this game. It's in my wish list. Where is it? I want to play like some Backrooms games. RV There Yet. That's the game. It's in my wish list already. Or Restaurants. Where you like run a restaurant as a bunch of rats and you play with your friends. I would love to do that. It's just so cute. Restaurants look so cute. It's medieval restaurant. And you have to throw the food at guests, apparently. That was poop. Okay. The way they run is so goofy. Yeah, RV There Yet. I've seen other people play it, and I'm like, yes, I wish to play that so much. I'm gonna be so ass at Peak. I can already tell. I can already tell. I'm gonna be so garbage. How much is Peak anyway? Do you think it'll be on sale? Probably not. But maybe. Oh, it's $4.95. It is on sale. It was $8 and now it's $4.95. And Repo looks really fun. I've seen a lot of people play Repo too. That one's kind of scary though. Oh, It Takes Two also. That game looks really fun as well. A lot of these, not gonna lie, I've just seen Daz Games play. And I'm like, that looks like so much fun. Yeah, I think they do have a winter sale on now. But normally Steam has sales just because, you know, like every time I go onto the, like, I open Steam on my computer and it's just like, there's a sale on this, get it now. I have so many games in my library. I saw somebody whose dad has been playing games, like, on, like, they showed their library, their Steam library on TikTok, and their dad has been playing games since like the early 2000s, and he had thousands of games. I was like, dang, I wish to be you one day. Oh, I didn't play this one. I think I downloaded this game, but I didn't play it yet. I think one of my favorite games that I played was, it's called Frog Legs on Steam. It's so funny. I love that game. It didn't do very well on my channel, but I still love that game. Like, with a burning passion. Oh, dang. Did I go through the entirety of the... I think I went through all 2 hours of the song thing. Did I actually? I did. Oh my gosh. Well, we need to find a new music thing, because I can't sit here in silence. I will actually throw up. Oh, I don't need battle music. It's not that serious. We'll do this one. Beautiful. It's sad? Why is it sad? I mean, I never saw Daz Games finish it, but I definitely saw him play it. I want to play so many games. I just want to do stuff, you know? Be with people. Ugh. I've seen how it's like difficult though, because like you gotta like coordinate everything. I would probably rage quit, to be honest with you. Like I couldn't play Get Over It either, because I'd just be like, nope. If I'm like one of those people where if I'm not good at something pretty much immediately, I just get bad. And I'm like, no, how about I don't do that? How about I just stick to what I'm good at? I think the only thing that I've actually like stuck with that I haven't been immediately good at is YouTube. It's the only thing. Everything else is just like I have no idea what I'm doing. Why do they keep releasing SpongeBob stuff? It's just not fun anymore. What's Mega Bonk? Endless waves of enemies, blah 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 blah. Nah, that looks boring. Hack and slash. Brotato, what is that? Oh, never mind. It looks boring. There's this one, I think it's like a samurai game. It's not Ghost of Yotei, it's something else. And I really, really wanted to play that too. I don't know if it's in my wish list anymore. I don't think so. I'll look. Did I spell that right? Perhaps. I don't see it anymore. But there was like a samurai game that was kind of, I guess, supposed to be like Ghost of Yotei-ish. And that looked really cool too. I've also seen like, there's just so many streamers and so many people playing so many things these days, you know? Like I saw people playing Truck Simulator and he had like an actual wheel and he was driving around, you know? I just gotta kind of like find the in-between of like when, like to have like a proper upload schedule. Because I try to upload like the same day at least, but it's just like, sometimes I just can't do it. you know. Oh, I have to finish Skyrim too, but that's on my PS4, which is down there. But I lost my HDMI cord, so I can't plug it in anymore, which sucks. With the elephant, and the ending feels so open-ended. I didn't get very far at all. I watched like two gameplays of it, and that was pretty much it, and they were just falling off all the time. So I feel like most of the games that I play are like horror games, or they're like very action based because I need to be stimulated. My mind needs to be stimulated like a child 24/7. If it drags on even a little bit, I'm just like, I don't like it anymore. That's why I didn't really like Hollow Knight Silksong, and like I didn't like Eclipsum very much, because it was just like can we get to the point, you know? Ooh, South of Midnight I really want to play as well. I know it's kind of like older now. I mean, it was still made, you know, it was made in April, but in terms of like how fast the internet moves, that's pretty a long time to go. But it looks so cool. So cool. And I think they're coming out with a new Resident Evil next year, aren't they? Or something at some point, which I do also want to play. But if you know anything about Resident Evil or Silent Hill games, they are very long. Very, very long. A lot of gameplay. It took me forever to finish God of War. Literally like a year. Like I bought it, not Ragnarok, the one that came before it. I don't really remember what that one is, but it took me forever because it was just so much stuff. Okay. I wonder if Gooby's outside. He like disappears throughout the day and then he comes back, and I always know when he's there because my other cat will just be glued to the window staring at him. There's so many like TikTok based things that I also want to do. Like that's how I found, if you've never played this game before, I highly recommend it. It's called The Midnight Walk. Literally one of my favorite games I've ever played. Like to the point where they had these pre-ordered plushies and I bought one. His name is Pot Boy. He's so cute. Look at his little belly button. Look at his little feets. Beep beep. You're basically like the whole world is made of clay and you're on your way to what's it called? Moon Mountain. Because you have to like, it's like just the moon up there, and you have to, he basically like has to bring back the sun, so you have to decide whether you want to, you know, help him. I don't want to like spoil it for you, but you're basically on your way to Moon Mountain because, you know, you have to fix a lot of things on the way as well, and it's so beautifully done, and like all of like the soundtracks are really well done. It's such a fun game. Some parts were kind of laggy for me, but I've come to expect that with most things with my PC. It's good, but it's not great. So he's just been little Pot Boy, little snuggled tooth Pot Boy. He's just been sitting here with me. He's just so cute. Look at him. I actually forgot that I ordered this. I bought this like months and months and months ago. Like I think right after I finished the game, which if I go on my gaming channel, I can see how long ago that was. That's the wrong channel. Switch account. Content. In August. I think in August was my last thing of that. So it's not too long ago, but it was still months ago. I don't remember if I ordered this before or after I finished the game, but I did order it, and he is adorable. So, he's so cute. He's so cute. Yeah, I really did like that game. That game, and Trolley was fun for a few episodes, but for the most part, I did like finding Frankie as well. That game was really hard and really fun. Get to Work is fun for like a few episodes, but it's like, for the most part. Frog Legs is definitely one of my favorites. Who's at the Door was cool, but it was really scary. And I'm a giant wuss, if you didn't know. I'm the type of person where normally when I watch people play horror games, I turn the sound down and I'm like leaning away from my screen because I'm like, oh God. I don't really tend to like things that are like heavily puzzle focused because my brain is smooth and I'm not that smart. So it's like really difficult for me to figure things out unless it's like obvious, so I have to end up looking things up a lot of the time, which I don't like to do. I like the sense of accomplishment when I figure something out on my own, but you don't always have that luxury. I'm just gonna keep him here. He's gonna be with us the rest of the stream, however long that is. I have no idea how people do like 6-hour live streams. Like I'm at 2 hours and I'm already getting tired. But this is one of the longest live streams I've done on this channel in a while. That's not just me playing a game and sitting down and talking. So patting myself on the back for that. See, he is cute. Look at how cute he is. He's made of clay. Little clay man. And you're like a... what do they call you? Not a reborn, but like... oh my God, I'm just remembering everything about that game. There's like these guys who... it's so horrible. They like crawl on all fours and they whip their butt around and they like scream at you and charge at you. It's horrible. They're so scary. And they come out of eggs. Why does everything have to come out of eggs for? My phone died. But that's okay. I woke up at like 6 a.m. and I just didn't bother to plug it back in. So, Also, I got this shirt off of Depop because it is the truth. The truth. And the truth shall set you free. I don't even know what to call myself at this point. I fit into so many different categories, like emo, scene, goth, all of them, because I do listen to the music and I do dress like it when I can. Right now I've been like, because when I was growing up I was forced to like wear like frilly, itchy, tooly dresses all the time, and now I'm just like, I'm in my comfort era right now. I'm not wearing anything I don't want to, even for the sake of fashion, Oh my God, what is this? The reviews aren't very good. So it's just like, I would like... ooh. Okay, I might have to play that for the channel as well. I'm gonna add this to the... oh, it's free for the demo? Let's go. Oh God, she's so scary. Okay. I was looking at... did I add that to my cart or to my wish list? I think I added that to my wish list. In case you're wondering what I'm looking at. It's called Dread Flats. And her face? No. No. No, 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 no. There's so many things. Wait, what? Baby steps. Play as Nate, an unemployed failson. What? What's a failson? With nothing going for him. Wow. Wonderful. Until one day he discovers a power he never knew he had. I'm sorry? Putting one foot in front of the other. I just saw him flail down. The way he's swimming is horrible. Baby steps. I would definitely love to get like a bigger PC, or like a that has like more storage and stuff on it, because mine is not great. So I don't have to like uninstall everything in order to play something. I can like move in between games if I want to, you know? I wish I could get my nails done. I have like press-ons, but they're just so uncomfortable on my fingers. Like they like, I can feel them like suctioning onto my fingertips, and it's just ugh. Plus I can't like scratch my eyes properly, you know? I'm all about comfort right now. Nothing but comfort. It is so hot in my room right now. Oh my gosh. I was thinking that I might have like thyroid issues or something, because like I check a few too many boxes, you know what I mean? I'm always too warm. But it's kind of like on and off with my family, where it's like some people in my family are always cold and other people in my family are always too hot. Like it's so hot in here, and my grandpa wants me to turn the heat up, and I'm like, no. It's like 85 degrees in here. I'm not turning the heat up anymore. I'm sweating. Dave the diver. I'm just going through Steam now, looking at everything. Bradley the Badger. I don't know about that one. Ooh, Sonic Frontier is on sale. Oh my god, it was $60 and now it's $17.99. That's crazy. I still don't know how Mario Kart World or whatever it was picked as like the game of the like the racing game of the year instead of Sonic Cross Worlds or whatever it was. That no, they totally got snubbed, because that's ridiculous. Menopause? Excuse me. What do you mean menopause? I'm not going through menopause yet, but I probably will, because when you get your like a hysterectomy, or like even just like because you can take your tubes out, right, and still get a period, which I'm like, I don't like periods. I don't want it. So you can take, I think, your fallopian tubes and your like basically everything out except for your uterus. Then you obviously won't have a period anymore, but that sets you into like early onset menopause. So if I do that, which I'm kind of leaning towards it, I'd have to be on estrogen, which I'm, fine with. I think you could either get the shot once a month, or you could take estrogen pills. I think you take like 2 under your tongue every day. So seriously considering that, because sometimes being a girl is the worst. Okay? Periods, horrible. Menopause, horrible. Childbirth, horrible. All of it's horrible. I'll look it up. But I have somebody in my family who had a hysterectomy, and I don't know if they are on anything. Yeah. It says it is recommended, estrogen replacement therapy. My question is, how would that affect other parts of your body? Would your like boobs get bigger? Because I would like that very much. It's flatter than a door. Um. Oh, it also says that estrogen is essential for younger women in our overall health and well-being. Yeah, I probably will have to go, which isn't a big deal. I'd probably opt for, there's pros and cons with both though, you know, like, because sometimes you call in a prescription and they take forever to get your prescription, you know, so you have to like deal with that, or you have to go into a doctor's office, and my doctor's office takes forever. Forever and a day, like 85 years to take. Like, I went in and they were literally just gonna take my blood, and it took me like an hour. Well, so they took me back in 15 minutes, but then it took like over an hour past that to get everything else done, which was literally just taking my blood and saying that they were going to schedule me for my ultrasound. So I was like, why does it take so long? Why? You could take, if the uterus is still present, a combination of estrogen and progestin is typically recommended. Interesting. I'm like scared to talk to my doctor about it though, because I feel like she's gonna be like, don't you want to birth children? And I'm like, no, I don't actually. I'm good, you know? Yeah. I mean, I would just do it because I hate periods. And I never, like, being pregnant and giving birth is genuinely body horror to me. It sounds horrible. Like, they literally based the Alien franchise off of like pregnancy and like forceful pregnancy and you know, assault and things like that. Like, you know, because the creator of it was like, how can we make this in a way that men will understand? Oh, we'll just have men go through it. Like, if you look at like the designs for the alien and things, it's very phallic shaped and everything, and that's very much on purpose. So it's like literal body horror. I'm actually good. I'm good, actually. I'll just have cats. Ooh, I really want a koi pond too. I have like all of these pins saved. Sorry, my ADHD is all over the place. But I have all of these pins on my Pinterest saved, where I have like dream house things. I think they call it like, I was like, oh, when I heard the name, but it's like country something, where it's like really open and there's like windows everywhere. And I want to have like a pool in my backyard. I want to have like a koi pond somewhere with all these little fishies. Because when my grandpa was in rehab, I think that was last year. Was it last year or the year before? I don't remember. But he fell and broke his leg last year or the year before, and he had to go to physical therapy to like you know, build it up. But it was like a rehab facility, so he was there for a couple months. And when my some of my family members came to visit him, and he finally got moved down to like the first floor, because like depending on where you are is like how severe your symptoms are. So he was moved down to the first floor, and it basically means you have a lot more independence. And on the first floor they had a koi pond, and me and my brothers named some of the fish in the koi pond, and I like bought food for them. We would throw food into the pond for them. And I miss those fish, and we still talk about those fish. Like, me and my brothers still talk about those fish all the time. So I really want a koi pond now. I think it would be nice. I also want to like live on like at least 2 acres of land, and in my area it's either like 0.33 acres. I'm like, I don't want that. Or it's like 1 acre, which also, it's like better, but I still don't want that. Or it's like 10 acres. I'm like, okay, relax, I don't need that much, you know. But I still like, you know, I just want to like, because I want to have like a garden, and I want to have an absolutely ginormous catio for my cats, so where they can like feel like they're really outside and have a lot of freedom, but they're still safe, you know. Because my cats, once Gooby, I transform him into an indoor cat. There's no way he's going back outside ever. I think like the life expectancy for outside cats is like 3 to 5 years, and that's horrible. My boy will be safe and inside forever. Forever! Which I think he'll be okay. I think, you know, he's like, that's why I'm trying to like do like the whole inside outside thing now, so he can get used to it. Because, you know, they get like a little bit like, oh, I'm trapped in here. But I feel like if I can like wean him to be indoors, which I've been watching a lot of Jackson Galaxy videos, okay, and like a lot of other videos. When I get like hyper fixated on something, I find every piece of information humanly possible. Like I wrote pages and pages before I got Marcus, my cat. I was like, I will be ready for every possible outcome, every single one, you know? Ooh, dual homes? Okay, fancy. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I would only want one house because I'm lazy and I feel like cleaning it. I mean, if you had the money for 2 houses, you probably could get like a maid service to come in, but that it requires talking to people and I just don't want to do that. You know? My auntie is the same. She said she wanted like a vacation house and then like a regular house just to like get away from it all, you know? That's another reason why I want like a lot of acres of land, because I definitely want to put some apple trees, not like a whole orchard, but like a few apple trees of like different varieties, you know, or like different peach trees or pear trees or lemon trees or orange trees or like everything. I want to have like raspberry bushes and blueberry bushes and like have all of this stuff. That way you can like be as off the grid self-sufficient as possible. And also, a lot of the stuff that you buy in the store is really old. Like the reason why you like get like an apple from the store and it goes bad so quickly is because those apples were picked 6 months to a year ago. That's why when you go to like an actual orchard and like you pick them off the thing, they last for so long because they're fresh. Whereas, you know, they're sitting in a freezer somewhere when you get them from the store, and then they just dip them in wax and chuck them on the thing. And it's just like all of the food is old and covered in wax to make them look shiny for some reason, which I think is weird. You know, really weird. Oh, thank you. The housing market is so... I'm surprised at how many houses are selling in our area, though. Like, every time I go... Because Zillow sucks. I hate Zillow. It's the worst. So I go on, like, Realtor.com, and they have, like, a lot more options for things. And I forgot my phone is dead. Boo! But, every single house that I see that I like... Because I don't want a huge house. They, like... are contingent immediately. Like I'll save it and I'm like, yes, this is my dream house. This is something I can work towards. It's so cool. And then I go back the next day and it says, oh, contingent. And I'm like, God, you know, which contingent in real estate means that the seller of the house has accepted the offer, but they're just waiting for a few things to be tied up. And I'm like, no, no. Beautiful house, why can't I have you? It just makes me so sad. I don't even know why I'm doing it. I mean, I know a lot of people do it, you know, to like look on like places and stuff and like look at, oh, well, I wouldn't like that house because it's ugly. And it's like, I can't afford it anyway. I have no money to my name, literally no money at all. So why am I looking at $500,000 houses? Which that's actually cheap. In my area, $500,000 is very cheap. Most of the houses in this area are at least $600,000, which is the worst. But you know, some of them are $1 million. Like they're like $900,000. And I'm like, this is why I will never be able to buy a house, because I don't want a townhouse. I absolutely do not want a townhouse. I lived in a townhouse before. Having to climb up 3 flights of steps is the worst. The absolute. All of these houses are contingent. Well, you can't see, but all of these houses are contingent. And like everybody's just buying up. I'm like, where are y'all getting this money from? You know? Like my area where I live is kind of fancy-ish. Like in order to be considered middle class, not upper class, middle class in my area, you have to make at least, I think it said, in order to be comfortable, right, $110,000 a year. Ridiculous, but it is the area that I live in, and I would actually like to stay here because as an autistic person, I do not like or appreciate change in really anything. Like to the point where there's this place that I like to go, this restaurant that I like to go, and they changed the noodles. They still call it spaghetti on the website, which pisses me off. But they changed the noodles from spaghetti noodles to cavapati noodles. And even though the sauce is the same, I will not eat it. I absolutely will not eat it because it's not the same. It's not what I ordered. It's not what I want. I would rather starve. So the struggle is real. Everything is just so expensive. And it makes me sad that like most people will never be like, we'll be stuck renting for who knows how long. We'll be in like our 70s before we'll be able to afford a house. And then at that point, what's the point? I know a lot of people like they retire and they like just go on cruises and they just live on a cruise for the rest of their life. But I wouldn't want to do that. I feel like it's too different, you know? Matt Nana. Hello, Matt Nana. See, I feel like Virginia can be boring, but I also feel like we just don't go. Like, there's like, Emily, I don't know if you know this, but there's like this place in Richmond where you can like do the whole gondola thing, like in Italy, and you can like go under the bridge and everything like that, and it's like $35 a person. I really want to go and do that. Like, all this stuff that I didn't know that we had here. I'm just like, yes, because, you know, in the DMV, you have everything around us. Like, you have DC right there, Maryland's right there, and then obviously Virginia. So it's like all right here. All like, because the other two states are like in our state. They're encapsulated in our state. So it's like we can just go wherever we want, you know, and do lots of stuff. Way too hyped for this. I need a Red Bull is what I need. I know Red Bull's not good for me, but it's the only energy drink I like. I hate Rockstar. Dare I say I hate Monster energy drinks. They're terrible. They taste terrible. I don't know what it is. Regular Red Bull. Some of the flavors I like, but mostly regular Red Bull is the only thing that I like. And even if I liked the way that Monster tasted, which I don't, okay, it doesn't give me any energy. Rockstar, Monster, Celsius tastes absolutely appalling. I hate it so much. But they don't give me any boost of energy at all. Only Red Bull does that for me. I don't know why. I don't think the caffeine discrepancy is that different, but I don't know. Maybe it's all the taurine in there or something. I don't know. Gasp indeed. I mean, they could if they wanted to. See, our mistake with our last house, I'm saying ours if I had any say in it. I was a child, but we had multiple mortgages, and so that is very bad financial planning, which is why we're here now. So, because we couldn't afford it. So yeah, if y'all are like good in that aspect, you could, and then they could like pass it down to you, I guess, if you wanted to, and then you'd have a fully paid off house, you know, depending on if they, you know, want to go into a retirement thing or whatever, you know, but that's expensive. Like, I'm trying to like work on like YouTube and everything, and like this other thing, this caretaking thing for my grandpa, so we can start saving money, because eventually he wants to go into one of those like senior living facilities, and I don't know if you know, but most of them are at least $3,000 a month with a $10,000 like upfront payment, and most of them are $5,000 a month, which, like, if you want one that's decent and has good reviews, $3,000 to $5,000 a month is what you're looking at. And I'm just like, ugh. Like, at first I really didn't want to have like sponsorships and stuff on my channel, but I'm like, I have somebody else to take care of, so I kind of have to. I'm obviously not going to, you know, promote anything that I don't personally use and wouldn't recommend, but I'm probably gonna have to, because I have somebody else to support, you know. So if it was just me, I probably wouldn't, but, you know, obviously I'm not going to do like BetterHelp or anything like that, because obviously we know they're not good people. what's it, Flume or Fume or whatever it is. That one apparently is not good. Scentbird's not good because that lady's insane. So, you know, you just got to do your research on things before you agree. I feel like it makes me a hypocrite though, because I have YouTube Premium, so I definitely skip over anybody's. I don't care what it is, what it's for. I'm skipping over the ad. So unless I'm like rolling in it, I'm probably going to have to take a few sponsorships. Maybe I'll do it on my TikTok or something instead, just so I don't have to like push that onto my YouTube audience, but we'll see. You know, a boathouse, like a yacht, or like the house that like floats. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, kind of, maybe. I don't know. I would definitely love to get a boat, though. High key would like a boat. My uncle has a boat. I kind of want a boat. Do I fish or anything? No, but do I kind of want a boat? Yes. Yes, I do. I also really want, I don't know if you can like see my thing up here. That's like my, I have like a printer thing, and I printed out all of like the stuff that my 2026 goals and stuff, over there. And on there is like a camper van thing, like either like a camper van or like a camper trailer thing. I would just love to have a camper and be able to like not have to go anywhere to like pee. It has like they have like showers and like a full bathroom. They got couches and a TV and a full kitchen, water, electricity, everything. So I'm like, I would love to just like drive through places. I will definitely have to research, because a lot of places like Ohio, which I don't really want to go to Ohio because ew. But a lot of places like in Ohio have like sundown towns still, and I'm like, kind of don't want to be lynched on a vacation, so I'll have to do my research, you know. BetterHelp definitely sucks, like, but it's sad because they're one of the cheapest places. I mean, I guess it's kind of like what people say with tattoos: cheap tattoos aren't good and good tattoos aren't cheap. I guess it's the same with therapy. They're like one of the cheapest alternative places to go to therapy, you know. A house that's kind of a boat. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen them before on like a documentary or something. House. I spelled that wrong. No, I didn't. House boat. Boat house. Well, you're looking at $300,000. $300,000. Oh wait, this one, 2021 East Coast Houseboats Freedom 40 is $149,000. Would you have to like, is it kind of like a trailer park situation where you would have to pay to park your boat there? You know, because like technically trailer park places, like you could pick up your trailer and move because technically they own the land that's underneath you. I don't know how that would work. Yeah, see, like camper vans are also really cool. I feel like they're both really cool. This music is really dramatic for just sitting down and talking. I'm definitely gonna probably have to order a Red Bull because I got a lot of work to do on my gaming channel and I'm tired. Also, I chipped my tooth the other day. I just remembered that. I was flossing my teeth with one of those like oop, I'm moving everything, with one of those like little pick thingies, like, you know, like little toothpick thingies that are like on the little thing and you can like go in between, because I don't like the ones that go like this where you have to go like this. I feel like my hands are in my mouth too much. I don't like that. So I used the little ones and I went to like do like the tooth in the front because I thought something, I was like, what's stuck in my tooth, like in between my teeth? And so I went like this. I didn't even do it hard. I just went like, I pushed it down, wiggled, and then did this, and then my tooth, part of the back of my tooth came out, and I was like, oh no, oh, that's fine. Because apparently tooth products like toothpaste and mouthwash and things are not designed for women. Apparently, like, our tooth makeup is different, and so a lot of like the toothpaste and mouthwash stuff that they have on the market is actually like damaging to women's teeth specifically because the makeup is slightly different. And I'm like, oh, we can't have anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's garbage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It probably is like a trailer park as well. Oh, look, they have a, well, I mean, you can't see, but you could get one on Alibaba for $800. That's sketchy. I don't know about that. This one's $80,000 on Alibaba. That seems more reasonable. See, I would be like a giant klutz though, and I feel like I would wake up and go to like walk outside and I would just waterboard myself. I just fall right in and have a heart attack because I can't really swim. No, it was my actual tooth. Like there's a chip in the back of my tooth now because I just went whoop, and I was like because it was like stuck on the thing, and I was like, oh god, what is that? I know I floss like every day, what is this? And so I looked at it on my fingertip and I was like, what is that? And I went to squeeze it. I don't have it, I'm just, and I went to squeeze it and it was like rock hard, and I went like this and it was rock hard. So it's like actually part of my tooth, like genuinely there's a chip in the back of my tooth now, which is great. I can't even brush my teeth in peace and floss in peace. Everything is just falling apart. Which, when I got my blood test before, it did say I had an unidentified endocrine disorder, which is like a hormone thing or whatever. So I'm like, it could be my hormones are out of whack and I do need to be put on something to regulate, I gotta get used to all this stuff. I feel like, because in order to have like the cute like background and everything, I have to pay for like Streamlabs Ultra or whatever, and I feel like I did it on the wrong channel because I don't stream on here very much, but I stream quite a bit on my second channel, so I feel like I messed it up. Now I'm paying for the wrong one, but it's okay. We'll survive. I don't want to pay for two channels. It's $27 a month. That's a lot of money. I don't want to do that. I don't really have that either, especially around the holidays. I really want to move though. Like I would really love a house, but I also would, oh my god, I would also like a house without an HOA in it. HOAs are the worst. Where I used to live had 2 HOAs, which was like, what is that necessary? Absolutely not. Why would you ever think to do that? I don't want somebody to be like, you can't paint your front door this color because the HOA says you can't. Like, it's my house. I bought it. I should be able to do whatever I want. If I want to put a giant ass on top of my house, I should be able to do that because it's my property. Also property tax is a scam. How are you going to tax me on something that I already own? That's stupid. I'm radical. Radical. Oops. I went the wrong way. This houseboat comes with lawn chairs and sofas. $150,000 for like a house, pretty much. It's pretty good. I don't know if it comes with electricity already built in, and also how would the water system work? Because I know in like camper vans they have like a water tank that they have at the bottom. And then you fill it up and then you like get water through there that way? Or would it just pull from the water underneath you and then have like a purification system and then use that? I don't know about a lot of things, Yes, HOAs are the worst. The worst. The HOAs, every time I think of an HOA, I think of that lady from Over the Hedge where she's like, you can't arrest me. I'm the head of the homeowners association. And she tries to run after, and then the guy like T-bones her. That's the type of person. Karens. Nothing but Karens running the HOA. Like, they would literally have people driving through taking pictures of our houses to see if they were clean enough because it's offensive to the HOA. Like, get a grip. Honestly. I have eaten ate something. What did I eat? Oh, wait. I had a few bites of oatmeal. Does that count? Does that count? I ordered oatmeal from like Pete's Coffee, which they have really good coffee. I had a holiday latte. That was really good. But I ordered oatmeal to try and be healthy because of what my doctor said. And then I was like, I forgot how much I detest oatmeal. It's slimy and gross and I don't like it. The only oatmeal that I'm able to eat is the Quaker, which I can't buy anymore because I think they're also on the list. The Quaker peaches and cream one. That one was good. I do love peaches. Peach is a very strong flavor and it covers up most things. If I do eat oatmeal, I have to take like this big of bites though. Like on the edge of the spoon. I can't put it all the way in my mouth. I have to like use my teeth. Otherwise, I just can't eat it. Me and textures don't do well at all. Have you eaten today? Have you? Double checking in. Have you eaten today? I've eaten ish. I don't know if that counts. Probably not. But I'm probably gonna get, I don't know, I kind of want pork chops again. I got pork chops from like this steakhouse the other night and they were like grilled pork chops, and then I got broccoli and I got rice and that was really good. Really, really good. I think I'm gonna stream for 3 hours. I thought I was gonna stream for like an hour and a half. I did not think I was gonna be on here this long. But we move. We're making moves. Yeah, I think this is the longest. Yeah, because I streamed Dark Deception in October 2 years ago. And that was 2 hours. But this is the longest I've ever live streamed on this channel. Because normally I just don't have that much to talk about. You know? But I'm very, very excited about how well my last regular video did. Like I said, it was going to do well because I paid YouTube to advertise it. So, you know, it was gonna do well, but it still did really good. The only thing that sucks is that when you do YouTube advertising, you don't get any of that watch time. Because if you don't know, to get monetized on YouTube, you have to get the subscribers, and then you have to have video uploads, like 3 valid uploads in the last 90 days. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. You have to have either 3,000 or 4,000 hours of watch time for the year. And it's very difficult to get, especially when most of your videos are short like mine. So the only struggle that I have is getting the watch time hours up, and then I can get monetized. It's the only thing for the longest time that I'm not at, you know, which is my own fault because I haven't been consistent, but it's like, oh, it's so difficult. But I think with the next few videos that I have that are, again, different from what I normally do, but they're more adventurous on like getting out of the house and like doing stuff, I feel like they will be good for my watch time and also be super fun because I'm really excited about it. I gotta get a new SD card because the one that I have only goes up to 2 hours, and like I said, I'm gonna be filming for a month, so I'm definitely gonna need more than that. I don't want to have like 18 SD cards plugged into one thing, you know. Kimchi fried rice. Eggies. Delicious eggies. I'm a poser. I like fresh kimchi, but I don't like fermented, like proper kimchi. Because me and stuff. I think I might have ARFID, but I'm not sure. Like, I didn't think I was that picky of an eater. Well, ARFID's not just picky eating. It's like, it causes like deficiencies for you. Like, you're that picky, which I do have like some deficiencies, but I don't think it's because of the stuff that I eat, you know? But a lot of autistic people are very ticky. What? No. Picky. That's the word. I didn't think I was that picky, but I'm realizing now I don't eat most things. I eat like kind of like meat and veggies and rice or mashed potatoes, and that's pretty much it. I don't really like a lot of their things. I hate seafood. Absolutely hate it. With a burning passion. I don't like shrimp. I don't like if the fish is fried and it's tilapia or catfish, I will eat it. If it's not, I will not eat it. I don't like lobster. I don't like crabs. So you don't gotta worry about like, oh, you're gonna get the most expensive thing on the menu. No. Nope. Kimchi. Yeah, sometimes it's like very much fermented and I'm just like, ooh, this is a little too much for me. Me and my bland taste buds. I do like a lot of southern food though. I'm not gonna eat pig's feet though. I'm not gonna eat chitlins either, which is, if you didn't know, is boiled pig intestines. I'm not eating that. I refuse. I try to like force myself to eat things. Like I tried, like you remember Emily, you, me, and I think Tiffany, we went to go get sushi and I hated it. I hated it so much. I don't like sushi. I don't like a lot of like anything. I like basic food because I just can't. Like I will literally gag. And I feel like I'm being disrespectful, but I just can't eat it. Like even with like certain ramens and stuff, I'm just like, I don't want the squishy egg. That's gross. I want a fully cooked egg, please. I do think Gooby is getting a lot more comfortable with me because he's been playing a lot and he's been doing like backflips off my legs and he's been trying to love bite my legs a lot. And I'm just like, can you not, please? That hurts. Please don't. Well, my cat's like much more aggressive. Like he'll open his mouth like this and like put the entirety of your leg in there to love bite, whereas Gooby goes like this, you know? Wow. Yeah, that sushi day was hard for me. I was so sad because everybody's like, it's so good. I love sushi. I'm craving sushi. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I had fish eggs in my teeth. It like, nah. A lot of this stuff, I'm like, how did anybody figure out we could eat that? Like somebody saw a fish laying eggs and thought, let me put that on my mouth. Or they saw like a baby cow drinking milk and thought, yes, let me go over there, violate that cow and put that in my mouth. Like, I don't understand how people come up with this stuff. It seems a little weird, you know? I'm gonna look that up actually. And spelling. This isn't telling me. Most adult humans are lactose intolerant. Really? That's crazy. Thousands of years ago, millennia before refrigeration, animal milk would quickly turn to yogurt in warm climates, allowing lactose intolerant humans to eat nutritious and calorie. But how did they like figure that out though? Did they just walk up to it and put it in their mouth? Because that's disgusting. It doesn't tell me like who was the first person to put that in their mouth. That's what I want to know. I was going crazy. Yeah, I remember that. I had a bag on my head. A paper bag. Oh my god, I remember Henry. Little Henry. Little rude Henry. He was so angry. So aggro. It just says that we just started milking things. I don't see the point in that. Like, who you did? Like, the first guy to ever do that surely didn't know that it was safe to put in your mouth. You know? I just feel like it's a little weird, but what do I know? Now there are people who are like, I can drink raw unpasteurized milk all I want to. You're being brainwashed. And now they have like every disease known to man. They're like, why is this happening to me? Like, they're like, only if there was only a way to like boil all the bacteria out. And it's like, that's called pasteurization, love. We already do that. Hello. Rainry. A combination of the both. Henry. Henry. Aw. I definitely want more tattoos next year. I definitely want to work on my back tattoo and my neck tattoo next year. I think I found somebody in my area-ish who does it, which I'm very excited about. Very, very excited about. But expensive. So I remember the tattoo that I have on my thigh, which I'm not completely happy with, that was like $400 or something, and it doesn't even have like a lot of shading or anything. Most places, like you'll look up like a tattoo studio and like a style you want. So you could just search like tattoo studios near me, and you can just like see all of their work. And like sometimes you'll have to like scroll down to see like it says like our artists or whatever, and you'll click on that because like normally they'll have a lot of artists who do different styles at one studio. So you know you can get whatever you want. And sometimes they'll have a form that you fill out. Other times you can just well, if it says in their bio on Instagram, you can just DM them, and then you can set things up there. Most of the time they want you to have some stuff already figured out. Like you have to say what you want and what style you want. Do you want color? Do you want shading? How big you want it to be and where you want it to go. So they'll have you like take a picture of where you want it to go and like how big you want it, you know, like 2.5 inches by 3 inches or something like that. And then, I mean, it depends on the studio. Sometimes they'll take your, you'll have to put down a deposit. So most of the time, most shop minimums are $100. So depending on what you get, most of the time you're going to have to put $100 down. And then, sometimes they'll have you do it like online. You'll do like a Venmo thing where you put $100 down. Other times you have to go to the studio first to put the $100 down. Sometimes you'll show up to the tattoo studio and, wow, my train of thought just went completely over. I think most of the time they're going to have you put the down payment on before. Because sometimes you'll put the down payment online and then you'll go in the same day with like the general gist of what you want, and then they'll tattoo the same day. Other days they want you to come in to the studio for the consultation first, and then you'll put your $100 down, and then you'll have to come back again for the tattoo. So it really just depends on where you're going and what you're doing, you know. I mean, I'm not an expert on tattoos, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and my tramp stamp, so that's 12 tattoos. And I feel naked most of the time. I really want my neck done. If I don't get anything else done, I really want my neck done because I have a giraffe neck, as you can see. She's very long and she's got it going on, so I really want I'll get my my thing to show you what I want. I'm like hitting everything. There's so my wire management is atrocious, like actually atrocious. Yes, I have Adidas shorts on. They match my hair. Yes, I got them from the men's section. It looks like this. Something like that. I don't have autofocus, but this is like the kind of deal that I want, except I want the lines to be a lot thicker. And you can see I have my Corpse Bride theme thing. I really want to get these butterflies lasered off because I don't like them at all. Or not even like the butterflies, just like the in-between bits here, you see? It's like shading. It's supposed to be like them transforming, but it doesn't look good. So I want to get that part shaded off, and then I want to have it like go down and like around that part. You know, kind of like frame it in a way. That's what I really want. But she's way cooler than me because she has a skullet and I don't. But, you know, I've heard a few people tell me that I look good with a skullet, but I don't know if I'd be able to commit to that, you know? Being broke is so real. Like on the front here of your neck, I've heard, because chest tattoos hurt so bad. I've heard that neck tattoos are really, really bad. You also have to, like, when you get a tattoo, you also have to talk to your artist before about numbing cream. Don't just show up to your appointment with numbing cream, because some people are not comfortable with that and they'll just turn you away and then you'll lose your deposit. So you got to be like, hey, is it cool if I have numbing cream, yes or no? And if they say no, you're just gonna have to either find somebody else or you're gonna have to deal with it. I've never used numbing cream on a tattoo before, but I really want to, because my pain tolerance, straight down, terrible, absolutely terrible. I can't do anything. There's this one off of it's like a piercing site and they sell it now. I don't remember. It's not Body Art Forms. It's something else. Let's see. Urban Body Jewelry, I'm pretty sure. They have this numbing cream that I want to try. I mean, you can use Dr. Numb off Amazon or whatever, but I heard it doesn't last that long. And where I'd be going, it would be quite a ways away. Yeah, it's called Recovery Numb Tattoo Numbing Cream. It's $40 though, but it has really good reviews. Well, it has one review. Noticing that now. Okay, so it's pretty much the same as everything else. It works, but then it starts to wear off as soon as you get tattooed, which is not really what you want. I also need to get some hustle butter, because most places are gonna tell you something different for like tattoo aftercare, because you'll have second skin on there, and then you'll have all of this like dark gross liquid, and it's like really nasty. So you gotta, there's a lot of different ways you could heal a tattoo as well. I feel like tattoos used to be one of my hyperfixations, but I don't have money, so I can't, Which one? This one? This one? This one? I don't know what a bicep is. I failed anatomy. Cute little cowgirl. I think like the majority of the tattoos that I have, I'm not happy with, which is really sad. The last tattoo that I genuinely was super, super happy with was my cowgirl on my arm. I love her so much. It's so cute. So, so cute. It's my favorite tattoo I have. She's just the cutest little lady, But I did have a reaction to the red tattoo ink. The vast majority of people are allergic to red tattoo ink. So you'll have like a reaction, and it still flares up to this day, but it's pretty smooth now. So, see, I like the sun, but I also don't, because it's not what I asked for. I went in there with something, I paid, you can do this thing where you can go on like Etsy or other pages where tattoo artists make their art, and then you can buy what's called a tattoo ticket. So you can buy, I guess, the rights to the art to have it tattooed on your body, so you don't have to go out of your way to ask permission to use it. And I bought a tattoo ticket that looked nothing like this, and he was like, yeah, that's gonna be pretty impossible. And I was like, well, I'm already here, whatever. So he put this on there, and it is cool, but it's not what I wanted, so I'm kind of not that happy with it, which makes me sad. But I might get it lasered off and just get whatever I wanted on there. It is very unique though, not in terms of American trad, because it's a very normal, stereotypical American trad sun tattoo, but you know, I don't know. It's okay. I just think like the quality's really good of the tattoo. And I'm ashy right now, so she's not shining as much as she could be, but it's just not really what I wanted. So it was like, meh. Let's both get matching tattoos on our butt cheeks together. I really wanted to do like a matching tattoo of like, there's this one specific picture of Sonic and Shadow where Shadow's holding like the giant phone like this, and then they hear all the noise upstairs and they look up and they're both like looking up together. I think that's so cute. Although Sonic and Shadow are not my favorite Sonic characters, Silver is. Yeah, I'd love to have that tattooed. It's so cute. And I feel like it would be good on like the back of my arm. Like there's some stuff that I want to move around. Like I really like my I just think like a lot of the stuff that I have doesn't have enough detail, and I want stuff that's like really heavily colored and shaded and has a lot of detail in it, and a lot of the stuff that I have is just line work. That's why I'm not happy with it. Like my Dark Deception, which I love that game, but my Dark Deception clown on the back, it's just so flat, you know? So I was thinking I could have that lasered off and then have like an actual like a horror artist, like a detailed realism artist, re-put it on, is that the word? I don't know. Put it on my leg somewhere. Because I want to have like a lot of stuff on my legs of like stuff like that, or like childhood stuff. Like I want what's her face? I don't remember her name now. I want oh, I remember. Scary Godmother. I want Scary Godmother on my leg somewhere, and like other stuff like that. Just, you know. And then I don't know if I want to have Invader Zim, like if I want to have Zim himself on my leg, or if I want to have that one laboratory guy who's like, not scientifically possible. I think I want to have him on my leg because that's really funny. I can have both, but I have to figure out where to put it. See, I need to find somebody to get my Sonic tattoo with me because I love Sonic. Plants. I'm not that into plants. I'm growing grass for my cat. Does that count? He do be liking grass. I really want to do cosplaying as well next year. I would love to do Rogue. That would be cool too. Or not Rogue. What am I talking about? I mean, Rogue would be cool from the X-Men too. There's just so many things. I really want to do like a Pyramid Head cosplay, but I want to do like I almost said Unga Bunga. Oh my gosh, like a caveman-esque, where it's like the head thing is like carved out of like stone, not like actual stone, but it's like foam made to look like stone. And it has like cave drawings and handprints on it, and then I have like fur, like a fur bikini top, and then like a what do you call it, like a loincloth kind of thing. That would be so cool, you know. Yes, Scary Godmother. I'm getting distracted by this music. Wait, that's the wrong one. Let's go this way. You go back this way. Dang, I do be getting hungry now. Making me real sad. And my phone's dead. Boo! I also have to figure out what I'm going to do for my birthday live stream next year. It's not as cool because the one time I did the you know what's funnier than 24-25 cake, and now everything else is just like boo. There's nothing else like cute and funny like that, you know? I haven't celebrated my birthday really in a few years as well. I just don't like surprises. I hate surprises. I need to know. I need to know everything. I was gonna go to a con with somebody that I used to be friends with, but it never ended up panning out. I know there's a Sonic con that I really want to go to, and I'm gonna spend way too much money. There's one in the UK, the Sonic Expo. Yeah, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. I also would love to go to any Star Wars themed anything. Anything. Oh, there's a goth market. I'm looking at you, Emily. There's a goth market in where I can't say because I don't want to dox myself. But they're having a goth market in March of next year. I was wondering if you'd like to go with me. We could go all of us together. Hopefully I'll have a new car by then, so my other car won't be like explode on the highway. I mean, I have a different car, but it's not great either for the most part, you know? Goth market, yeah! Yeah! A cake, but what would I put on the cake is the question. Because I feel like once you get past like 25, you have to wait till 30 for a big milestone because everything in between just kind of like you know? Because 27, we're getting old, bro. We're gonna look at some, well, I'm gonna look at some pictures. Oh, these are boring. Boring cakes. Ooh. Oh, that's scary. Oh my god. A Steve Harvey cake. I will commission you to make me a Steve Harvey. A Steve Harvey cake for my 27th birthday. Yeah, Steve Harvey. I'll eat teeth first. My favorite. Ugh. Some of these are just gross. Ooh, a shark cake would be cool. What's cooler, a shark cake or Steve Harvey cake? I think Steve Harvey cake would be cooler. Take a slice at a Steve Harvey. I also really want to go do like one of those like fondue places too. That seems like it would be really fun. And I really want to go to Richmond for that gondola thing. That sounds like so much fun. And I want to go to the Baltimore Aquarium again. I love that aquarium. Dinosaur! I do love dinosaurs. Oh my gosh. On my Christmas list, I literally put a dinosaur fact book. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaur cake. What about a dinosaur Steve Harvey hybrid cake? That would be pretty cool. Steve Harvey riding a dinosaur into victory. That is my that's my cake. Last time I went there was for... I think last time I went there was for oceanography, and that was it. But it was still so cool. See, these cakes are cool, but it's also like, meh. I should also mention that I don't really like cake or cupcakes or cookies. I do like Cinnabon. Like when I get married eventually, whenever that is, because I can't even talk to people. I can't handle flirting or anything. But I was definitely thinking about just doing like a giant table of Cinnabon. Because Cinnabon's so good. It's just so good. I definitely need to go back to that aquarium, but it's just so far away. And I get overstimulated driving, so it's like I can't drive that far. It hurts my brain, and then I get anxious and frustrated, you know? There it is. Where the wind meets, where winds meet. That's the game, the samurai game that I was gonna try to play. It looks so cool, but it needs a lot of space. A lot. On your, it's free to play, but it's like, it needs a lot of space on your PC. And I do not have that. I don't know why it's free to play. It's in my library already, really? Where? Oh, right there. Oops. Just see, I would love that. A gigantic roll. Gigantic cinnamon roll. True, you could drive. I feel like if I get married, I don't want like conventional stuff, you know? Like, because a lot of stuff is rooted in gross patriarchal traditions, like wearing white to preserve your purity, or to have your dad walk you down the aisle is like like when you research a lot of this stuff, you're just like, oh no. Like, because you... technically as a woman you were your father's property, and then he's walking you down the aisle to pass property ownership over to your husband. I'm like, I don't want that. Nope. So I feel like I would do a courthouse wedding initially, and then like a year later we do like a celebration of love ceremony or something where like all the pressure would be taken off and it's just us, you know, chilling out, having fun. None of like the... because I feel like weddings are a lot of pressure. for everything to be perfect, and I feel like that would take the pressure off. I would also really like to do like a Celtic knot tying ceremony. That would be pretty cool, you know. And then I don't know, other stuff. I feel like I just get a friend to, what do you call it, like marry, officiate. Can I become a wedding officiator like right now? Become wedding officiant online. I'm gonna just start marrying people. I'm gonna get ordained. I have to go through a monastery. Do I have to? I don't want to go through a religious organization. I am not religious. I would not like to do that. Please. I would like for it to be secular, please. I think they're gonna force me to. That's messed up. That's messed up. It's just so hard finding people, you know? It's just weird. A lot of weirdos and a lot of like horror stories off TikTok. People being like, we've been together 12 years. I was like, oh no. Oh no. How do you start over after that, you know? $200? That's a scam. I'm gonna start my own thing and people sign up through me to become a wedding officiant for free. What if I put this? Take our wedding style quiz? Excuse me? Oh, I gotta sign up. That's lame. Wait, now I want to do the wedding style quiz. I also don't want a white dress either. I would like a green dress or a blue dress. I don't want to do that. They're trying to make me sign in for this. That's dumb. Take our quiz. How do you feel about wedding planning? I'd rather have a root canal. Okay, relax. I'm excited but worried. Nope. They want too much information. I rebuke you. Get away from me. Yeah, I just like, or like, they just don't do anything. It's always like the people that I'm always interested in are always taken. I'm like, of course they are, because they're actually really good and like actual decent partners. So why wouldn't they be taken? But then I'm like, but why? But why? But it's also hard for me because I only, like I said, because I'm demisexual, I only get feelings for somebody after I like get to know about them at least a little bit, right? So I don't have random feelings for random people. I just can't feel that. I have to know about the person. Yeah. Individuals who feel attracted to someone only after developing a close or strong emotional bond with them. Indeed. Indeed. I'm trying to go until 5 p.m. Even though I'm really tired and this light is extremely overstimulating and it's hurting my eyes. But you know what? We move. Yeah. Have not had much luck in the love department at all. And then you just get so sad and you're like looking around and you're like, oh, this person's in a relationship. This person's like, I'll be like scrolling through YouTube on like a really, like when I'm just feeling really sad and lonely, right? And I'll be like, oh, this person's married. This person's married. This person's in a relationship. This person's in a long-term relationship. And I'm just like, why am I alone? I'm the only person who's alone. Feels like everybody's in a relationship now. It's crazy. I just don't know how they do it. That's hard for me. I can't even talk to people regularly, let alone flirt with somebody. I do know most things that I want for my wedding, though, which is good. If the time ever, arises. I feel like I have very stereotypical bisexual tastes in people, though. Like I like short-haired. Well, I mean, I like masculine and femme women, but I like long-haired men. They just look better. Like they buzz their hair off, and I'm like, you ruined it. Like you ruined it. What did you do that for? I have a very unexciting life, though. It's literally just me either driving to medical appointments for me or somebody else, and then staying home with my now 2 cats, I guess. That's pretty much it. Or, doing YouTube stuff. And then that's also it. My gosh, this live stream is... Have I live streamed this long on my gaming channel at all? I don't even know if I have. Let's see. Content. Live. Oh, I have. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot about that. I did a Little Nightmares live stream when it came out. And I live streamed for 4 hours. And then 3 hours and 18 minutes, 2 hours and 15 minutes, 3 hours and 16 minutes. And my last live stream last Sunday was 1 hour and 16 minutes. I remember that. At least you're only competing once. I have pretty much everybody and I'm still failing, so it's a little bit worse, At least it's not that bad. Alright, I'm gonna wind down here. As soon as it hits 5, I'm gonna charge my phone and order my pork chops, which I'm very excited about. Like I said, I do have a few videos coming, but they're taking forever, like a really long time. So I'm gonna try to get them out as quickly as I can, but I only be one person whose brain be kind of mush, so. I also don't know how to get my live up here on the screen. Like, cause there's a spot for it. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, look, the chat box is here, but I don't know how to get it from there, also over there. True. Because my thingy starts next month, where I'm going to try to hang out with you guys at least once a month to get, at least, up there. I really need to get put on meds, though, so I can, remember when, because I'll like respond in my brain and then think that I responded in real life and I haven't, and then I realize I didn't, and I'm like, oh god, it's been forever. I can't now. It's been forever and a half, you know? But I think I'm gonna end it here because I am getting tired. So I'm gonna order my food and then probably get a energy drink just so I can crank this video out for tomorrow, literally at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you sometime in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna hold myself to that. 2 weeks I'm gonna edit and get a video out.